Huh. Ooh. Which one? Okay, can I click on this? What the fuck? There's so many. Oh, they're all so fucking short. Why is it all playlists? Oh, fuck you, YouTube. I hate YouTube. Okay. Hi, Elder. Hi, Smile. Did the music play for like 5 seconds and then just stop? Okay, there it goes. This one. Right here. Okay. I found some maps yesterday. I found some new maps to walk into. So yippee. That's not my fucking chat. Hi, Excite. Hi, Seafire. Hi, Jan. Hi, Cairo.
Hello.
Slap-libbed. Actual typo of the century. I wouldn't call that of the century. Because, like, the typo of the century is when it's like, alright, class, we're learning science and biology, and you're all gonna learn about things as small as orgasms now. I mean organisms! You know, that'd be the typo of the century. Hi, Zvi. What is that emote smile? Flex? Oh, it's an Aurora emote. Hi, Yuli. Damn, even here the weather is bad. This bunny always in a bikini. Yeah. Well, it's his new outfit, so it's like, it's his newest outfit, and so he likes it. I would assume.
I do. I like this outfit a lot.
Hi, Yuli. It's Cairo. Kick him off the ledge. Why would I kick Cairo off the ledge? You have a chat for fucking... No. Hold on. Where did you get that?
There we go.
You know, I'm kind of in the middle of this platform right here. But now that I look at it, it doesn't really line up with a... You know, there's the tree over there. But you don't see it through the doorway. And I'm like, ugh, that stinks. Ah, but the ground's super uneven over there. What?
Go through the doorway, so at least it's in the background.
I have no idea what he said. But oh well. Oh well.
The audio file is also just crazy.
Well, I think you like cut out and then just ran off, and I was just like, So I just don't know what you said.
Do you want to stretch like right there through the doors so
No.
the tree can be in the background?
No, I want to stretch right here. Icy hug, smile hug, pat. Intrusive thoughts. Morninglin, is this Elden Ring? It is! This is the very first area where you make a character, you go through the little tutorials part, and then you get to here, and the fucking spider thing pops out and, you know, murks your ass, and I think it's possible? It's not possible to
kill him. Yes, you can. If you do, you get the shield early.
Oh, I thought he'd get stuck at 1 health.
No, you kill him and you get the shield early.
Oh, but do you teleport somewhere, or is it just you're here now?
I don't remember. I don't remember if you still. Oh, it's like you try to walk past this area, and then the ground breaks and you fall anyway.
Oh, okay. High tech, Jan, techno, icy, techno. The joke is you looked at something and shit was in your fucking chat. Oh, okay, I see. I didn't catch it, Zwei. Excite. It only kills you if you're shit. That's not how it works, Elder. 55 streamlins? Hell yeah, that's so many. I was gonna say something about something and I can't remember what it is. Hi, Elder Gamer. Oh well, guess I'll start searching. My head feels a little weird. It feels like it feels like pre-headache. And so I'm like, oh, I might need to take an Advil at some point. But as of right now, if it doesn't get any worse, I don't take one. How is game night? Game night was a little weird. I thought I was getting on like 10 or 15 minutes late, and nobody was on. And so I started looking at, just world hopping to, see, hey, maybe I can find some worlds. I actually found some new worlds to, start the walks into, and so I'm kind of like, oh, this was super productive. And then, like, still nobody was on. I was like, where the fuck they is? Ants started Probability Labs, and that sucked. That sucked dick. Mostly because everybody got to play Probability Labs, and I was bugged, and it would never give me a platform. So I would just fall to my death every time. The one time I got to play was when it bugged on top of a bug, and it put me on Mochi's platform. And so I just got to be there, but then...
Oh.
What happened?
You didn't have your own platform.
I literally just never had my own platform. And then that time something killed me at, like, it wasn't an orbital strike, it wasn't worms. I don't remember what it was, but something just fucking destroyed me anyway. And so I literally in like 4 rounds got to play once and not really. After that, we went to, what did we go to after that?
Reflect?
We did go to Reflect. Why did you know that we went to Reflect? Or Deflect?
You went to Deflect, you went to Blackout, you went to the letter game.
Why do you have the rundown?
Because Fruity told me.
Gotcha. All right, well, let me give the rundown. We went to Deflect. I became a little bit of a monster, and everybody kind of was like, kill Yulind. And that felt really nice. The very last round, we did teams, and my team got fucking annihilated. And it got to the point where it was me and Kizzy against 5 people. And Kizzy's like, red team, gather around me. We will take them to... And then he just fucking dies. And I'm just like, oh God, it's just me. And Oku is one of the last ones. He's like, Yulind, you're about to get gangbanged. Yulind, you're not ready for this. And then I killed somebody. And then they're like, oh God, he's actually going to do it. He's going to pick us off one by one. And then I think I killed Oku. And the last they were like, they kind of just fucking, gamer lean forward like, oh shit, we gotta be ready for this. And then Asuka killed me. And I was like, fuck. I really wanted to do the 1v5 because I felt like I'd have looked real cool if I did it, but I only got 2 of them. We tried some of the other game modes. I don't know if those are like new in the last week, but they have a Eye of the Storm, like it's
No. It was literally just solos last time I played.
Okay, they added some game modes where, you can do teams, but they also have like environmental settings like Eye of the Storm, so it's like Fortnite where it closes in. If you go into the storm, you just die. And so you get to a point where if it's the last 3 people, you're like 10 feet apart. You're in a platform like as big as this circle, and it's just like, oh fuck, it's so small.
Just forces really quick reactions and people just exploding.
There was also a floor is lava mode where these rocks just like spawn floating around the arena, and you have to jump up on those. But they'll only be there for like 30 seconds. And so like a group of rocks will spawn, you jump up to those, the lava happens, and then new rocks will spawn. You need to jump to those rocks, and then those first rocks will disappear, and then you'll get new rocks. And so it's kind of like you have to keep changing rocks as they spawn. You cannot just stay on like your one rock, and if you stay on the ground, you just get fucking killed by lava. That one was kind of crazy. Hi, Dark Pikachu. Hi. After that, we did Blackout. That was okay. It was Blackout. And then after that, we tried a game called Espionage, which was kind of like Mimic, where, you know, if we played it for 3 hours, maybe it'd become fun. But like the small amount of time we played it was like, this game fucking sucks, dude. And so we didn't stay there too long. And then after that, they went to Trash Compactor, and I was like, I'm just gonna dodge and go to bed. I feel bleh. And then I ended up just talking to P. Tigger and Micaiah for like an hour. Mostly about Star Wars and Star Trek.
No, so I got...
Mm-hmm.
Do you want my POV on things?
Was it a good night's rest?
I woke up at 4 a.m.
Oh, God.
And I just see a message from you. You're like, did your ceiling fall on you? I'm like, what? But no, I woke up super bummed out.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's gonna be asleep, huh? Fruity is in Oku Chord playing Kingdom Hearts.
I love
Drunk
Fruity
as shit.
so much.
He's drunk as shit in Oku Chord, just streaming Kingdom Hearts, and I join him. And I go, you know what? This'll cheer me up. Launches Kingdom Hearts. And he's like, what? You're playing? You're playing the game? And he gets all excited. Gets pissed off that I haven't played it since the last time I streamed to him. Because he's like, you're like at the end of the game. You're at the end of the game and you haven't played? And I'm like, no, man, I haven't played since the last time we played. He's like, you gotta play.
When was the last time?
Literally like 3 months ago. And yeah, I'm in the final area.
Holy shit. Hi, Zuby. Hi, Trambe.
So I was just rage baiting him for 3 hours until he went to bed, and it was fun. Me and Tigger were just fucking with him for like 3 hours.
That's awesome.
And then both of them went to bed.
Hi, Global. Yeah, so we were at Probability Labs, and we were like, where is this guy? And answer was like, his ceiling fell on him. Murphy's okay, but Cairo, that dude a pancake. Next time you see him, he's a pancake. And I was like, and everybody started, you know, saying like, oh yeah, his ceiling fell on him, and it was crazy. And I'm sitting there like, is this a fucking bit we're doing? Or did his actually, like, part of his apartment ceiling, like, cave in on him? Like I hope he's okay, but like I imagine he's just dealing with that, you know, if like a chunk of his ceiling fell in on him in, you know, the bedroom. Like, fuck, dude, like, oh geez, that would make sense why he would be here and not send a message, because something that urgent would happen. And like, oh man, I really hope he's okay. And then, like, you know, after 2-4 hours, I was like, okay, at this point, even if he's dealing with this, he would have sent a message. So, and like, I asked somebody else, I was like, dude, I think his ceiling fell on him. And Dory was like, oh, dude, that was a fucking bit. His ceiling didn't fall on him. And I was like, I don't fucking know. And so I kind of just messaged you, and it was like 12 or 1 a.m. Like, yo, dude, your ceiling fall on you? And like, you didn't respond. So I was like, okay, what has happened? One, hi, Marshall. Hi, Boar. One, this dude's sleeping. This dude is fucking hibernating because he just had a long-ass fucking week, and he's just out cold. Two, his ceiling fell down, and it's, like, really bad. It's not, like, just a corner of it, and he's gonna get on VR anyway. It's, like, genuinely, like, he can't be in the apartment, and he might not have access to his phone or something, which is, like, shit, I really hope it's not that.
That's crazy.
Or three, he's dead in a car accident. And gosh, I hope it's not that. But it's not that. I really hope it's not that. And so that was my thought process. And at one point I was talking to Pete Digger, and he was just like, dude, he's fine. You know, there's no point overthinking, over worrying about it. You know, when he's available, he'll get to you. I was like, I'm not over worrying. I'm not overthinking. But it's uncharacteristic for Cairo to not message me when he's missing something like this. Unless he's like sleeping in. But if he is sleeping in, what the fuck? Why is he sleeping in so long?
I can't help myself. If I get too sad, I will message somebody and reach out.
I know you will.
I can't help I do not isolate when bad things are happening. I seek moral support, if nothing else.
How this fuck did I take a screenshot of this stupid touch bar? What? Uh-oh. Urando, Broom, Lind, why is Cairo in his undies and Ishgard? Wiggle, hi Tram, hi Jan, hi Eldera, Full Techno, hi Zuby, Mother Help. What am I helping you with, Global? Pat, hi Excite, hi Zuby. 225, hell yeah. Hi Marshall, hello Yulind, hello chat, butt slap. A complete Zuby, hi Bor, hi Icy. Gaslight, Gatekeep, Gamer Boss. If only Cairo joined as a pancake. I'm not worried, idiot. Okay, Jan. I'm Israel. I'm noticing I am showing early signs of burnout. Ugh. We did our knee lifts. We're at ankle lifts.
Burnout?
Yeah, that's what Marshall said.
Burnout in regards to...
I would assume work, but also maybe just life in general. Not that it's like, you know, life, but, you know, what they're going through, their situation. I feel like work is so tied to that, there's not much difference between the two. Work is my number one stressor at the moment. Walking.
It's why you have vacation, right?
And being German, they should have a lot of vacation. I remember when I was at Tech Systems, I definitely started to hit a period of like, is this all there is to life? Is this, you know, all I have is just clocking in, clocking out, getting my small little time of game time, you know, going to bed, clocking in, clocking out, not seeing my friends as much as I used to, and just the monotony and just droning on of like day-to-day life like that. And then like Lost Ark came out, and I was like, yippee, Lost Ark's fun! And that just was like, all right, problem solved.
I remember seeing a meme recently where it was like me in America, and it was a man working outside in the summer, sweating his ass off. It was like, meanwhile, some Swedish guy, and it was like a first-person POV of a guy riding a bike while holding a coffee and a cigarette. It's just like me when I take my mandatory 4 weeks off of work as a Swedish person.
Also, hello, Yulind. I have vacation in 3 weeks. A week, and I do have another week I can still freely place. But it's not that it's stressing me. So the stuff we have to do. So you're just in like a crunch period right now where it's just they're really pushing your limits.
It's also... Oh, go ahead.
I had that once where they asked if I wanted to work overtime. They asked me if I wanted to lead a project and work overtime, and I was like, I don't really want to lead a project. I'll work some overtime, but you know, I'm not looking to. And then this is the only time I ever did this. But basically I said, I'm not going home until I finish this project because I was told this needed to be done by Friday. And I just worked an extra 16 hours. I literally was at the job for 24 hours straight without sleep. And, hi Joe. And I turned it in, and they were like, hey, Yulind, you're turning this in at 7 a.m. And I was like, yes. Technically it was 22 hours. And I was like, yes, I got it done. And they were like, you went home, right? And I was like, no, I haven't left work yet. And they were like, you cannot, like my supervisor's freaking the fuck out because he was the one that's like, hey, this is so important. Hey, you know, you really need to get this done today if you can. Hey, you know, overtime's an option. And when I did that, he was like, we cannot have you working. Like, he was freaking the fuck out because he was like, oh God, I pushed this guy to work fucking 22 hours. Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna get in trouble. He was concerned about me, but he was very much like, what the, I told this guy he could work overtime, not an entire 24 hours straight. And we brought it to the delivery lead, and she was like, she was basically just feeling it out. And I was like, yeah, I just worked this long Friday, I worked this long Saturday, and she's like, okay. And now that I look back on this, I'm like, how the fuck why did she do this? But she said it's no overtime because your next work week starts that Saturday. And so you'll just have 16 hours already done for the next week, so work 3 hours next week. And at the time, I was just like, yeah, sure. And then I look back and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I should have gotten overtime pay for that.
Yeah, you should have.
High solos. I only did it once, so it was like, whatever. And the 3-day week was kind of nice after that. And it was, it was literally the one time I did that. If that was like a weekly thing, I'd have a bit more issue with it. But it was also like, it didn't really affect me that much. It was like, oh, I just front-loaded a week and have a light week next week. It wasn't like I was pushing myself, almost falling asleep at the job. Like, oh man, this sucks so much. I have vacation 3. Wait, this stuff. Just feeling left alone by management. Set on fire on both ends. I'm not in overtime or anything. It's just 8 months of work, only for the issues we highlight day 1 to come bite us. Not like this, Joe. Hi, Octal. Really cute butt. Love, love, love. If I work 22 hours, I get nuked from orbit by the company as a liability. German law limits work days to 10 hours and 45 minutes. This is me when I get 35 hours of overtime during Thanksgiving and Christmas. Oh, God.
You also have the problem. It's not just America, it's every developed nation where... That sounds great, Marshall. There are companies where you get pressured into doing overtime, or you basically get fucked by supervisors in terms of promotions and status and yada yada. Like there are people that absolutely still kind of abuse it and don't follow the laws.
It is
pretty much everywhere in the world.
Dude, it's so annoying when like you talk about like, oh yeah, there's all these limits and stuff on overtime. But, people still force on you anyway, or they fucking ruin your career. And then some boomer, not trying to name someone in this house, is just like, that's what the Department of Labor is for. You complain to them and it gets solved. And I'm just like, how powerful do you think the Department of Labor is? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, for sure, especially smaller companies.
I forget who it was, but they told me. Because I do all like the forklift training and stuff, right? They're like, yeah, I work at a warehouse. I use one of those like powered thingies that you push around, like the pallet jack thingy. I'm like, did you get trained on that? And they're like, no, it's just like you just use it. I'm like, no, you have to be trained on that by OSHA. It's considered a powered industrial truck because it has like a counterweight that's like, the thing's like 2,000 pounds. He's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, you can kill somebody with that, so you have to have training on it. Yeah, I don't have that. I was like, well, you should ask your supervisor about that.
I love hustle culture. Oh, for sure, especially smaller companies. But in Germany, if you do that, and I can prove it, I can fleece a company for all it's worth. It's, here, my understanding is you would put in a complaint to the Department of Labor and submit your proof. Hi, Joe. Chat, do this. This is actually the pot friend game. Techno, we're doing pot friend. Come on, Techno. Are you kidding me? Whatever. The best place to do it, pot feed. You put in a complaint. The Department of Labor then sends an email to your boss like, hey, we've got a complaint that like, this is going on at your company, so we're investigating, which is like, hang on. You've got one employee and it's like we've got a complaint that this employee's, getting forced overtime without overtime pay. We're gonna be investigating, so make sure that's not happening. And your boss is then looking at it like, are you fucking kidding me? And very much, your ass is then grass. You're probably going to get fired for, just a bad fit for the company.
Yep, the second you make literal minor inconvenient mistake, oh, that's the reason I fired you. Not the fact that you pissed me off. No. I had a legitimate reason to fire you, so you can take no retaliatory action against me.
At will employment.
You made the smallest mistake humanly imaginable.
I'm putting in a complaint. This employee isn't doing proper stretches. What the fuck? You don't... I would say, like, you don't do any stretches, but they might. I don't know if Proxy does stretches or not. And stalling. Yeah, German labor laws are insane in that regard. And all I ever hear about with people complaining is that, like, yeah, but then you get bad workers who you can't get rid of. And it's like, that sucks. I feel like I'd prefer that.
Yeah, I can definitely see, as someone who has to hire people now, I can definitely see where, like, the cynicism and skepticism about, like, the average applicant. I get it, right? I can see why people have an apathy towards hiring and new people and training, and I get it, right? Now that I've been on the inverse side, I would still prefer if people just had fucking human rights.
Anyways, it can happen. Just yapping. What the fuck? Cake. Definitely. But you always have the proboscite the first few months where you can eat them without any issue. The problem is you get people that, they work hard the first few years, get to a point where they're just untouchable. And then they're just like, I exist. And it's like,
yep.
I've heard that complaint many times. I still feel like that's better than not having human rights. Hi, little Wi-Fi. Hi, B. Damn boy, what them legs do. Yulind, walk. Also, hi. These legs are made for walking. Okay, I think I've done 2 lunges. Also, you can still fireproof for not doing the job. You just need to create the proof of burden. Yeah. It's not that hard. It's just something a lot of companies are too lazy to make. Instead, just complain. Well, the argument I always see, Marshall. The one I always see, Marshall, is it's not the company trying to fire them. It's the coworker. It's the coworker that's like, this guy doesn't do shit. I have to do all the work, and management won't do anything about it because they just don't want to. Hi, Ghost. Hi, Irish. Hi, Chewy. Hi, Lemon. Hi, Uncle Johan. Hi, Galware. All right.
And that's where it comes into play of, you should hire people based off of both their resume and their character as a human being. I don't care how good your portfolio is.
There's some people that are just actors. There's some people that just
of course
get through that.
Unfortunately, that's just the reality of trying to apply to a job. You also have to be an actor. You have to play up your skill set.
I wanna address the raid. Hi, Stalking. One, Ghost has been playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I'm sorry, Ghost. I'm very appreciative of the raid. I'm gonna have to send it back. I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to go live again. Chewy asked you for 5 hours of stream. They said you're not allowed to end for another 5 hours, and that was 1 hour ago. So, I'm gonna need you to go live again. Take them back. Shit, he did. Thanks, Chewy. Okay on it. Hi, Fishy. Awesome. Welcome. Hi, Anixie. I don't know how often Johan has been here, but I just want to say I like his fucking memes. This dude just makes memes on Twitter, and it's like, the Johan has blessed my Twitter feed again, and I just want to call that out. But Where were we? Where were we? Hi, Yulind. Hello, hello. I was on an interview board for my work, and because I work for the government, we had to take into other considerations, like, do they really care about the job, or are they just trying to get information for give out to? It was such pain. So, like, dealing with, you know, could this be like a spy looking to give information to other countries? That fucking sucks. Or not just that, but like, you know, people trying to get government information. We had someone apply who did 2 years in teaching in China and said they had an interest in Russia. We was like, are you sure? Oh, job interviews is not autistic person is a special type of hell. Yeah, shit he did. Thanks, Huey. Good luck, Ghost. Comfy Astolfo dance, space fish hug, haha. Mother, your humor is ill. Okay. 15 more hours of Ghost. Proxy, it needs correction. Imagine posting memes. Hi, Lunaris. That's a pal, right? Lunaris is a pal, right? That's the one that increases your carrying capacity by 300. I want to say their name's Lunaris. Yes. Okay. I have a preset specifically for moving bases because I keep fucking up my fucking stupid bases in Power World, and I've literally had to move like 5 times. It is pissing me off at this point. But I literally switched to a Fuddler, a Turticle, a Gumas, my bird Ragnahawk, which I need to switch to a Xiaolong soon, and a Lunaris. Was an old gamer tag? Yeah, Lunaris is very, like, you know, it feels like it's, you know, comes from Luna and maybe, like, Iris? I wonder if that's the combination of words there, but... What's today on schedule? Today's schedule is we walk, we nap. No, we don't nap. Because Spacefish, she's here. But I'm not going to ask her. I'm just going to check her Discord. Because if it's very easily checked information, I should go look for that instead of just asking somebody. The community poll is from 10 days ago, so that's not the right poll. The new community poll, that's the old poll. Fishy, I can't find the poll. Fishy, where is it in the announcements channel? I don't see it. I'm not seeing the
Fishy,
poll.
where is it?
Where the poll at?
Fishy, there was no poll. Where was the poll? I was waiting for the poll.
If Fishy does a community, the info equals general chat. You moved it. Okay, I don't feel so bad now.
She moved it. Oh.
Mecha Chameleon Day for Community Day. Eating and then gonna start setting stuff up.
Sorry, I'm abandoning you the second that starts.
I know. I expect it from you. I do the same.
I got my nap in. I was beyond happy that I got to join for nap yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Because the shooting went well.
Oh, right, really last week.
I didn't even want to go shooting all that much. It was my dad's idea. And then him and his girlfriend both stopped early because they were both dog shit. No offense to them. They both sucked. They both sucked at shooting. They went through like 100 rounds and then like, I'm done with this. And I'm like, what? It's been like 20 minutes.
That's funny.
And
okay,
so
that makes sense because last week couldn't happen, so we're just using the poll from last week. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we will walk, we'll go play Mecha Chameleon, then I will take a nap, and then I will maybe I call my auto insurance while playing Mecha Chameleon. I don't know. Mecha Chameleon, I would like to call auto insurance today. Lunaris the goat that increases carry cap and makes balls homing. Oh, I always forget about the homing ball part. It's not exactly unique. Yeah, but like, okay, with names that aren't unique, so long as you don't start doing things like underscores or letters at the end or
yeah, imagine putting a Z at the end of your name.
An X and X, or you know, the fucking gamer like elite speak, you know, replacing stuff like A's with 4s and E's with 3s. So long as you're not doing embarrassing stuff like that with your name, I think it's fine.
Actually, actually had somebody try to
I
say
love you,
that, like,
NXE.
oh, you did your name forwards and backwards because you couldn't get Cairo, so you did it forwards and backwards. I'm like, no, I've had it this way forever. But they thought it was like from a place of unoriginality or the fact that I couldn't get my username, and I'm like, no. This is just what it is. I don't know. I felt really defensive. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck you.
The problem is that, like, if you were just like, I can see why you'd say that, but no, it's from this quest in, what was it, Dragon Quest or?
I played Adventure Quest.
It was this quest and adventure quest I thought
Risu
was cool
plays
when I was
Dragon Fable. I know, they're all extremely unique and memorable names, Yulind. It totally isn't two generic fantasy words next to each other.
But when I feel like when you go, no, it's not that, it's this, then it's like, oh, this dude's totally defensive. But
yeah, but it got me fucking mad that someone like, tried to say my username was unoriginal.
We don't nap. You're going to keep us up all night. No, we're gonna go play Mecha Chameleon. Oh, would be bad to do what done, chat? I have no idea what you're saying there. Info equals general chat, community space fish canceled. No, we're just going to use last week's full, making alternate spellings of a word. XX Yulinds XX. What do you mean you don't like this? I think it's fine. I actually think it's really funny. It's when it's in a name that I think less of it. And I have the same thing. I have a Z in my name, and I absolutely think less of it. But I think of, there's literally a Teen Titans Go sketch about this, where they have to go into the internet for something, and Robin's like, okay, they're treating it like going into the Matrix, and Robin is then like, all right, guys. Now that you know how to go into the internet, you're all gonna have to pick elite hacker names. So my cool hacker name is Blaze. See, look, the A is a 4 and the E is a 3. Isn't that cool? It's Blaze. And they all just look at him and go, dude, that is so lame. And he's like, no, it's cool. It's cool. And like, I just think of that anytime I see you know, numbers instead of letters, underscores, or, you know, X's and Z's and stuff. It is, God, that show got a lot of crap, but God, it was fucking good. Space Fish Hug. I'm one of like 5 people who specifically put numbers in their username. 5 people in this chat alone at this moment. I think that's like a very common go-to. Proxy hug, XO, X, Yulinds, XO, X. Ugh. Hi, Logitech. Hi. Logitech hug. Hi, Loja. Icy Fire hug. Logitech hug. Classic Yulind. Hang on. That's not where the Z is. X and Z, I'm cooked. What's wrong with underscores? You don't put those in names. You would never have the name Matthew underscore. It would be Matthew. It is very much like, it's not typically an original name. Hi, man, Kelly. It doesn't look as bad when the underscore replaces a space. So, for example, the underscore smile. But it's still, I think your name would be better if it was just the smile. Soul, it's like, what the fuck? I am just fucking blasting everybody. I think names would be better without the underscores. Names specifically.
Just start like passively aggressively saying everyone's username. Oh, hi, Solus underscore sensei. welcome. You know, just like
that'd be awful. All right, I think I have just the long lunges left.
Dead? Oh no. Hi, the underscore smile. How are you?
Okay, I agree with that, but I couldn't put it faceless. I know you couldn't, but you still wanted the smile, and so that's why you settled for the underscore.
Settled? No, you can't use settled.
Well, is that or compromise? And it's not really a
I think
compromise.
is better.
It's not a compromise though. A compromise would be like, okay, I'll give this, you give that. We're meeting in the middle. A compromise. They just didn't compromise. They gave nothing. It's just, oh, I just have to fucking take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it is a compromise. The service goes, you get this or you get nothing.
Me and Kelly. It's only fair that I blast you because we're taking shots at literally everyone, right? Your name is not capitalized. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to find out this way. But your M is not capitalized. The K could probably also be capitalized. Nor your K. But I'm gonna let me do my own jokes, man. I'll kill you. Your M should be capitalized at least. I love you. It was a settle. I tried for the smile, but I couldn't get it. What's wrong with underscores, huh? Hi, Halsey. They're just, you know, inferior. Ah! Oh. I said at first as a joke, but I'm fine with tossing Cairo off the edge now. Imagining having a Z in your name. No, I got it. I'm right there with all of you. I have absolutely settled for a name that I don't like. And I wish I could just have Yulind on VR chat. Halsey hug. Onyo. Love hug. Comfy. Icy hug. This guy is so stinky. Yeah, underscore. You know the multiple heads guy in Men in Black? Uh-huh. Comedian over here. Hi, Yasu. Someone stole my name, so I got stiffed with the underscore. I have Yulind on Twitch. I'm very happy with that. When I tried to make it on VR chat, there is some guy out there that doesn't even play VR chat. They last I saw, they were in a fucking Mume avatar, and they've been offline for like 3 or 4 years, and I will just never have that name. And Twitch, not Twitch, VR chat does not do like name expiration where, oh, you didn't log in for 3 years, so your name's up for grabs. They just don't do that because it's a free service, because it's a, you know, you just make an account easily. They just, once you got it, you got it. Mume fan, you leave that man alone, I'll fight you. Heelan's the main head and Kyra's a small one getting bullied. Outback Lynn. Okay. Proxy fat. We did lunges. All right, we are at ticket. Let's do that. This one. What were the options? It was Gyaru, Mecha, and Skyward Sword. So we've got the Gyaru outfit, we've got the Mecha outfit, we've got the Fee from Skyward Sword outfit. Did I miss splits? You've not missed splits. Also, hi Rick, hi. Jesus, I'm looking for CAD program for suing pattern. In web matches, I see baby Gemini Gooner needs pussy stat. Holy. Mecha time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who gets it?
Can you give me like 13,000 points?
Oh, no, you've gotten enough. Points? Excite gets it. Which one do you want, Excite?
I considered. I was like, do I just save up my points and only go for redeems on Thursdays so I can get the cheaper price? Because I normally don't pick your outfit anyway. I just like randomly pick one or tell you to pick it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but half the time you do a dumb joke like an outfit that's not available. Like, fucking, you're like, Moogle fit! And I'm like, fucking, grr, this guy.
It's been a while.
Mecha wins.
I would like if there were some way to have you in your normal fit, other than, well, because it was like if no one else redeems anything, but That's
Nah.
not a possibility.
Nah.
But you also say yourself it's your least favorite outfit, so there's also no incentive for you.
It's my least favorite outfit because that was what I had with Kuronatsu and it was made for that. Shinkozen literally made the outfit. But with this, I didn't like custom make it for this. It's like I had to piecemeal parts together and it has a lot of clipping and issues. And I'm just like, there's just a lot of things about it that I don't like using it for. Mecha time. I misclicked and got this. Oh, mecha time, huh? Mecha Yulind, Mechalin. It's this the goth one? What? No, goth is very, very different. You'll see goth soon. Actually, you know what? How soon? How soon is that? Oh. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's Punk. Okay. So today was Gyaru, Mecha, and Fee. I need to reevaluate. I think I fucked up my list because it says tomorrow is Gyaru, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Gyaru's on this list twice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I need to reevaluate what's where. Tomorrow should be Bunny, and then after that is Kimono, and then Pajamas, and then Punk, which that's the goth outfit, so. Oh, okay. So you say that, but it looks great. Then again, I love shiny and metal. What did I say? I don't know why you would say that, but it looks great. This is one of my favorite outfits. This is like possibly my favorite. It's this one, Yulind, and another one that I'm like, these are my favorite to be in. It's the default one that I don't particularly like being in, that we were talking about earlier. I fucking pressed my menu. Ugh. Oh, I likely misheard then. Because I have two brats arguing in my ears. That's funny. No, it's the default fit. The one I was in for the last 40 minutes that I'm like, I don't like this that much. Hi, Ray. And the reason I don't like it is because my Kuronatsu had an outfit made for it. And then when I switched to Meltina, I had to like piecemeal and kit bash other outfits to make the reference sheet outfit. And it just, there's issues with it. It has a lot of clipping. It has a lot of, this is a weird size. This doesn't look like it fits properly. I haven't seen Yulind in forever. I don't know what to do with Yulind. I might like Yar more. Boy, I had that quite recently compared to Mecha.
It's not really a good use case for stream, is it?
For Chibi?
Yeah, it's like a pain in the butt to walk, isn't it?
It's not a pain in the butt to walk, but it's very much like, hey guys, this is a kind of thirst trap stream. There's a lot of angles. There's a lot of stare at my butt. There's, a lot of jiggle. And then it's just like, all right, we're just not doing that today. We're just walking in this little chibi thing that has like literally no sex appeal whatsoever. So it feels just bad to do that one compared to the rest of the stream.
There's a follower prefab. Maybe you could make
Hi, Shocky.
Yulind like a follower you could redeem that just like has a little walking animation alongside you or something. I don't know.
That sounds like a great deal of effort. I like the misheard. Are those your wings? They're like little jet booster things. They're called like Galvatris drives. I just say I fly with them, and when they get in the way, I turn them off. Does Mechalin go kaboom bark? Watched 40? Hell yeah. Miltina but flat? Yes, I am a Miltina but flat. Hi, Yuli. I was trying to join back last night, but your instance got full. Yeah, that will happen on Saturday nights. But hi, Ray. Yeah, I remember when you didn't do those. There is no jiggle. There is, just not on the avatar. It's just all me. Shocky bite. Good girl. What? Hold on. I can't wait to make my own mecha model. Ray, I will use Vanna's face, but I don't know when I will get around to it. I would like to transfer all of these models, or all these outfits, over to Menu if she ever comes out. I'm starting to get to the thought of, I don't think this bitch ever coming out. I think I just gotta find something else. You might turn off your jets, but you can't turn me off. I mean, you probably could, but please don't. Do I grab the hot springs background or the waterfall background? Okay, good night, hot spring, always. Bye, smile. Good night, smile. Sleep well. Techno hug. Okay. We are at hamstrings, and let's probably pick up the pace a little bit, because we're at 50 minutes already. Ugh, come here, Techno. Ugh. Brain is being mean this morning. Mean? You be fucking nice to him! You be fucking nice to Techno! Just assaults Techno. Yulind, to continue the game, did you go through the arch and keep walking? Nuh-uh. I know what happens to that arch. I'm staying right the fuck here. I'm good and safe here. Over there, that's death. That's where it's like a journey of fucking pain and suffering and getting stabbed a lot. Probably some spiders, too. I don't like spiders. Toe touches.
Oh.
Oh.
I got in the basement of a building I was at work. I heard a loud ass cricket, so I found it. Put it in a bottle outside and I let him out.
Hi, Zenny.
Picking up bugs. You don't like picking up bugs.
I can, but I do not like them touching my skin. Ugh.
Yeah, you're bug smack.
And it has been driving me nuts lately. Because my parents, they just leave the doors open. Like, the last couple days, I found him like 2 or 3 different times just sitting on the back porch with the sliding glass door just full open. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? This just lets all the bugs get in. And I was like, you guys are letting the bugs in. And my mom, I love her to death. But she was just like, oh, your dad will get them later. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, it's not like 2 bugs that are going to get in. I'm going to be killing like 20 gnats later tonight and just, ugh. But it's their house, and, you know, it's like 6 more weeks, and then I have my own place where I can close the door. Me walking through the arch. It's nice in here. Aw, hi, Zenny. Spent more time crying about Big Walk ending last night. God, can't wait for you to get there. I don't know what I'm going to get there. Basically, every run I wanted to be a part of has fallen through. There is one run that's kind of on me to, make it happen, and I don't really want to continue that run. And then...
The other problem with me is that you left me behind on that run, so now I'm, like, partial on 2 runs myself as well.
The run I was most committed to, the run that was like, this is the one that's going to happen, this is the run that we go through Big Walk with. That one ended up being so delayed that it didn't start until my schedule had changed, and now I have WoW raids, and that's very in the way. And so it's like, I probably don't get to run with that one. The one I am banking the most on now is the Koyo run, which he's not going to do as like a set, or he's not going to do it as like a community day. He's going to do it as like a set day thing, which that might be like a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday thing, which if that's the case, I will just be, 3 days in a row. We'll skip nap for that. Well, I guess it wouldn't be in a row, but, would you rate it on a similar scale to Outer Wilds? Techno's a good homie. He visited last night during drinking night and told me to sleep. Exactly. I think I heard Yulind describe fun, did you? At 8:30 a.m., yeah. Angie. Yulind was describing you? Nah, it was you all along. At least it was really good sleep. Woke up to round 2. I need to get a group together for Big Walk, but finding a group is hard. Because either people already played it, or flaky as heck. The space fish thing never happened with Big Walk, I think. No, it did, it did. She was going to do it as a community day thing, and that ended up not happening. Can my head not be fucking tilted? That turned into a set walk, and I couldn't be there for that. Yeah, Coors is at bad times for me. Wolf's has a reason I don't want to discuss why I can't do that. Koyo's might still be happening. Where were we? We just did toe touches, so we're at splits. Rick, we're at splits. Red Dead horse acquired. Oh, Redhead horse. I was like, Red Dead? Huh? Is there like a horse in fucking Uma that's like, this is the Red Dead horse? Mahjong's... Oh, and Mahjong, not even Uma. Ugh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uma Annie is tomorrow? Is that really tomorrow? Oh my god. I feel like that was just like 5 months ago that we were all playing. We're at Cammy Stretch. Instead of releasing Daring Tack, they are keeping her NPC jailed now past 1,400 days. And releasing her dad instead. That's so tragic. I think I mentioned it, but Excite gifted me Mecha Chameleon for when a specific group does game night. And they haven't done one in 2 months. Well, fucking join us today. Do you have work today? What was I at? Oh, we're at squats. I have a problem with my water. So I have the water bottle that's like 64 ounce, and that's what I have while walking. Hi, Sen. But I also would have like this little 12 ounce bottle that I just always have by my desk. And so when I would walk, I'd have both of them full. And then while doing stretches, I would, take drinks from the flavored water, and then the 64 ounce would be unflavored. The problem is, and I don't know if it's like the smaller bottle that the flavored water went into, I don't know if like an inner lining was like deteriorating or some way. It is like a 2-year-old bottle that I was using damn near every day. It just gunks up a lot. It just gets so much gunk from the flavored water that like it gets residue. It gets all this residue on it, and it gets really gross really fast lately. And so it's to the point where it's like I'm cleaning it every 2 to 3 days, and then it's immediately gunked up again. And so I'm kind of just like, I don't want to deal with this. And I've just been using normal like glasses of water instead, and just always have that by my desk. But I didn't want to do that for my walk because, I feel like drinking from a glass while in VR is just asking for trouble. And so, hi, Leon. Hi, sort of. And so I don't have the flavored water right now. I don't have the tasty water. I'm just like, oh, man, I really fucking want it right now. No, but today is the entire family is off. We're not staying home day, so I'm never free on Sundays. Blah. I have a friend group that always gets me to buy the latest co-op game, and then they play it exactly once and never again, Lamau. I would stop buying it in those cases. What kind of water builds up gunk? It's water flavoring. So right now I've been going through these Jolly Rancher flavor packets, and I really don't like them. There are Skittles flavor packets that I like, but I don't like all their flavors. And then there is Starburst flavor packets, but they only come in 2 flavors, and they don't have like a variety pack. Wave, Leon High Techno. What's your favorite flavor water? The Skittles green apple is really good. The Starburst Cherry is really good. I don't like any of the fucking Jolly Ranchers so far. I only played Lethal Company 2 times. I haven't played another Friend Slop since then. Did you try just making tea? I have made tea. I don't want to make tea. Tea is... I mean, I guess I could make 64 ounces of tea at once, but... tea's a little too much effort for me. Especially since, like, tea needs milk. The whole point... What?
Tea needs milk?
When I had it, I was told it needed milk.
No, it does not need milk.
Oh, well, it tastes better with milk. I very much want a 0-calorie water, and tea comes with calories, doesn't it?
No. Just tea and water.
Boiling water, too much for him. It's not too
milk,
much,
I
it's
guess,
just,
but...
why would I do that when I can do less effort?
It depends if you like tea. It's also caffeinated.
Oh,
Tea has a lot of natural caffeine.
Oh, then, like, I really don't want it. Why not gamer stuff, Yulind? Money! These flavor packets I get are, like, dirt cheap. It's like... I can get 20 packets for, like, $4.
Expensive.
Yeah.
That shit's like $50 now. It's like
Oh my
$40
God.
for the tub. It's like $40 for the tub, and then there's no like free shipping option unless you spend like over $100. So if you like want one tub, it's like $40, and then it's like $8 shipping on top of it. And it's like, are you kidding me? Fuck that. You can literally get like a 2-liter of soda for like $2.
Why the fuck does it cost that much? I couldn't tell ya. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because it's overpriced.
Chill, chill.
It's just honesty. It's overpriced, and a lot of the heavy lifting is
Okay,
done by the
but this
marketing.
is something we've talked about a lot, Cairo, where somebody just said they like gamer subs and you're going in really hard on it.
I mean, I do too. I really like the, oh gosh, what's the fish VTuber? The whale?
Bow?
Her flavor is very good. Yes. The blue one. I had the orange creamsicle one's good. The Russian badger one's good.
4.
Like, the flavors are good. It's just an expensive product for what it is.
Well, tracking. Why the fuck does it cost that much? Fucking YouTubers. I don't think it's the YouTubers' fault it costs that much. What's the deal with gamer subs versus G Fuel? Isn't one of them fucked up and evil? I honestly have no fucking clue. Yeah, Bow Squirt, Shy Lily. There's a whale VTuber? Techno, there's like 50 whale VTubers. Gamer stuff's is so
is
good.
it Shy
like,
Lily? Oh, okay.
Well, Bow's the whale. Shy Lily is...
She not a whale?
No, I'm thinking
Isn't
like...
she like an orca whale or something?
I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen anything from Shy Lily. She's an orca
She's an
cat?
Orca?
Oh.
Yeah, orca whale. Okay. So she is a whale.
Nope, I'm blaming all YouTubers. Yellow jet boosters are hiding the butt, please. Yeah, it's Shy Lily.
Cat.
They'll go off soon, Rick. They'll go off soon. Orca cat, orca cat, succubus seal.
Oh yeah, the flavor's literally called Blowhole Blast. I looked it up.
Shy
Yeah,
Lily's also part owner of your stuff. I didn't know she was part owner. Hi Shion. It's let me explain it like this, Techno. You have your big main VTubers that get thousands of views, thousands of viewers, and everybody knows them, right? And it's like, oh, this is the raccoon VTuber. This is the whale. This is, cat number 5, right? Imagine that branches down to you get the, the partnered streamers, the people that have the check mark. That branches down to people that are affiliate. That branches down to just people that have OCs. There's like every animal you can think of, there's going to be hundreds of people that have an OC of that or stream as that. And it's like, you could Google owl VTuber. You are genuinely going to get hundreds of results. You're going to get a shit ton of people.
Mm-hmm.
Shy Lily is a vicious businesswoman. She knows what she needs to do. Ladies and gentlemen, this cat number 5. Mofo number 5 starts playing, but just cat wailing. Hello again, Shion.
Oh, I see you, Marshall.
Well, Cora's an
German
owl, right?
simping for the German VTuber, uh-huh.
Cora's not an owl. She's a caramel crow. But I guarantee you there's like hundreds of crow VTubers. I know animal I got a V to be unique. Big titty VTuber. I just like Shiley. She's not my type of content. Surely there would never be a roach VTuber. Oh, there's multiple. There's multiple. I think we've done 4 squats. Corvu, Corvid. Surely there would never be a gargoyle. What do you mean there is one? We just talked about a clip of one recently, actually. There was a VTuber that's a gargoyle who, she was playing Peak. And one of her friends is like, is this the mountain you came from? And she's like, apparently she's like from Boston. So she's like, did you just say I'm from this mountain because I'm a gargoyle? And her friend is like, a what? And she's like, a gargoyle. I don't know what that is. And she's like,
Yeah.
you know, the made of stone, the wings, they're on cathedrals and stuff.
Gargoyle.
But she was saying gargoyle, but because she's so fucking Boston, she was saying like gargoyle. And it was like,
Yeah.
her friend didn't understand her.
That's my... So, well, my dad's side of the family is very Portuguese, and they all speak with the Portuguese accent. All of my cousins, they don't have the Portuguese accent. They grew up in Massachusetts, so they all have the Boston accent. So my dad's side of the family is so fucked, where it's a bunch of people speaking Portuguese accented English, and then a bunch of them just sound like they're from Boston.
I'm fucking dumb. I know an onion VTuber, Jax. Yeah, Jax. I was wondering if it was an accent thing or an honest mistake. I think it was a little bit of both. I'm like, obviously the accent didn't help, but I feel like she should have known my friend is a gargoyle. But it's a really funny clip.
I love the accent. I love that city. If I had to like pick a big city to live in, it'd probably be Boston. I really liked it.
4, 5.
Also, it's like just Boston's kind of like the jewel of the U.S. It's like the best in education and everything. I think just the cost of living's expensive is the problem. But I think they're like the best in education and stuff like that.
Huh. One more squat. 2.
Yeah, Massachusetts.
3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. I turn these off. I'm going to take an Advil. My headache hasn't gotten worse, but it hasn't gotten better. Can I fucking... There we go. Where's my water? Here. Ugh. Okay. It's not a bad headache. It's not like, oh, it's really bothering me. It's just like, it's not getting better. Nice places have high desirability and therefore cost of living gasp. Yeah. Donkey kicks. And the other thing, planks. We're at 110. 11. Uh, 24. Wow, that's a fucking view, isn't it? 37. Thank you, my lord. Yeah. 50. One more set. I want to see how my hangover goes with just ibuprofen before I take a heavy-duty painkiller. 11. 24. Ow. Ugh. Okay. And now we just have flanks. Move this here, move this here. We'll start in 6 seconds. 11 start. Hi, Smug. 3 minutes. 11 start, 14 end. I can't stand. You can't stand. Should you be mad at friends if they let you go home with someone you barely know when you went drinking as a group? I mean, it depends on the person. Right? I feel like some people would be into that. If you're not established as that type, maybe a little bit. But, like, at the same time, they were drinking also, right? You can't really hold them accountable for, like, taking care of you. It's not like, oh, I get to get drunk and you all babysit me. I'm gonna say no. They assume you're smashing, maybe. 1 minute down. 1 minute down. Right, that's why I was feeling assish. Good to hear someone else say it. I mean, I think it's fair to feel that way, Dirt. We don't control our feelings, so if you feel that way, I think that's valid. You just need to recognize this isn't a feeling I should act on. Halfway. I don't think it makes you a bad person in any capacity to feel like they wronged you. Did you get chlamydia? Fucking what? Huh? What is this dude typing in my chat? 2 minutes down. 1 more to go. If not, then no props. You chlamydia. I mean, it's a serious question. Ella gonna say no and pray on it. 40 more seconds. 40 more seconds. LOL. Get tested. Can you get phantom STDs? Goodness. I don't like that question, Octal. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Can someone pick up my Yulind PC off its side, please? No! It's in its resting phase. Yulind PC too heavy. She did ask if I wanted to wait and have breakfast with her kids, though. So I don't think so. But yeah, probably get a test. No STDs or poltergeist based. Not Phantom! Deadland. Ground comfy. Yulind? Episode 11 of Tales Unwritten is out after a year? I don't know what Tales Unwritten is, But hell yeah. You banged a mother? Yeah, isn't that awesome? Moms need love too, you know. That's super awesome. Although, when she says, do you want to have breakfast with her kids? I'm kind of like, oh, that's a little weird. Ugh. I need to open up this. I need to open up that. Where's the thing? There it is. And this needs to go here. Okay. No, I need to bring this back to OBS. Where am I in room? How do I get over here? Yeah, that's wild. Breakfast with her kids is insane though. Yeah, she had mentioned them before when we flirted previously. Doesn't mean it's tails written now, Techno. Now she'll know she gotta step up her vacuum game. The breakfast fit kind of weirded me out. That's why I left it around 4 a.m. Okay, we're done with the dolly. Let's turn this thing off. Dolly, stop. Pin 1. I drifted a little bit this way. And then anchor, local, pin 3. We're gonna head off to fish. We're gonna say goodbye to Cairo here. Bye-bye. What do you mean, what?
You're abandoning me.
You said you're abandoning me! You can't cry. You started this. Get out of here. Get out of here. He's running away for a bit. I'm gonna kick him. I'm just gonna kick him. No, I don't want his profile thing. Oh, it's making it so difficult. In instance. Oh, he left. Okay, that's why I did that. Hi, honey. Fishing. Wow. Wow, Cairo. Kick him where it hurts. He's literally leaving to go play Mecha Chameleon with Space Fish. As for us, we're gonna go play fish. We're gonna go walk to fish for 2 hours. Friends. Drop portal. Portal. And then while that's going, I need to open this and close that. And then I need to turn that on for... This just... I really wanted video game music for backgrounds, but this one, all the Mega Man Zero songs I got feel so not comfortable. Also, is it really loud? I feel like that's really loud. Where's my mouse? Here it is. That's better. Alright, I'm gonna eat breakfast pizza. Oh well. Yulind, did you eat? I did. I had my burritos this morning. Okay, I'll be back when fishing is over. No, you won't. No, you fucking won't. Just use the Hub World song from Mega Man Battle Network 3. I could go through a lot of the Battle Network 3 song, or not Battle Network 3, just all the Battle Network songs.
I'm doing okay. How you doing? You doing well?
One. Fuck! I don't have a frog. We won't have a frog. Well, that's where we're going to start. Anchor World. You guys, wait there.
Understandable. I'll be so better soon.
Hi, Stava. Hi.
I need to get to that. Right now I have
Starbucks.
469 coins. I need to get 1 million so I can get the rod. Oh yeah.
Calibrate.
I gotta do the bounty and mission, quest and everything.
Dude, my neck feels like it needs to be cracked so badly.
I have 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
Just use the hub roll. Also check your DM.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright. First thing first is the
I see that third picture especially. I'm like, oh, I see why you like her.
Oh,
I really like
It's
that
got
second
bounty to
picture of her.
take care of,
But
and then
that's a lot of side
needs to
moves, so
go
that's
quest.
why. Good morning, Lynn. Hoi hoi, y'all. Hi, Pixel. Choose I wanted my new OC to have red hair. Gum roast, Starbucks. I got the new Uma in Mahjong Soul. What? Show me, poor Bun Bun. He literally left to go play with Space Fish. He does not need pity or sympathy right now. Maybe a little bit because he missed game night last night, but he'll be fine. I need to set up the camera. Yulind, I'm gonna be honest. The only bounty I know of is the furfish. I did them all last night. Okay. I just don't have the
I
frog.
did all my bounty, so we're good.
I just don't have the frog. I'm sitting on a lot of fish right now, so I imagine in a moment I will.
I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I hit 1,000 fish in the bag, and I had to sell them all.
Yes, so they do that because people used to sit on like 5,000 and literally lag out in an instance when you joined, and so they put a 300 fish limit, and everybody's like 300 is way too much. They raise it to 1,000. You really shouldn't let it get that high, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm on like halfway done, so to get 1 million coins, so I can get the rod.
Yeah, as soon as I complete my bounties, that's when I sell. Because then I'll be fishing more, and so I'll have a little bit of a stockpile for the next day's bounties. But I don't like to sell at the end of a day, because, you know, the first thing I do the next day is try bounties, and it's really suck when you have no fish at all. But
That's fair.
let's start. Wake my equipment. I don't have Wi-Fi. Start manual workout. Oh, the treadmill did a half start. Okay. We're walking through Central Shroud to start. No incline.
For now.
2.5 speed. For now. My precious bunny need all the love and affection you don't give them? Then go give it to them. Greetings, Yulind. Hi, Wrath. Hi. Hi, Global. Who is your favorite VTuber? Can I give multiple answers? Do I have to limit it to just one? If I have to say just one. No. Okay, top 3 VTubers. Fortuitous Foss, Aiko, Corvu. Oh, I never set my pet. That's okay. I'll do it once we get to the other area. Oh, I see. I swore I could pick and choose my entire wall of fish earlier. Wonder if I should buy all the rods and gear just for the hell of it. I initially wanted to. I mean, I have all the rods and gear. I wanted to buy all the boats at some point, though. And, like, I've been struggling to get this, this fucking yacht to the point that I'm like, dude, maybe I don't do that. Also, fucking immediately start walking in Fentline. Ugh. Does Yulind count /gen? He does have a model. What is /gen? Oh boy, walking time. Finally, walking time. High lane. Okay, top 3 VTubers. I see. I am course bound right now, so my connection to reality is tenuous. Okay, now top 3 VTubers who you aren't friends with. That is a very difficult question, because if I'm not friends with them, I'm immediately like I don't watch big VTubers at all. It's literally like, okay, do I just have like a good, like, hey, my understanding is that they're cool, so I like them, but I never watch them. It means genuine question. Okay, genuine question. That's fine. You aren't friends with Cora anymore? I literally said the obstacle. This is why I say you just hear what you want, Global. Because I said she's one of my favorites. And then they're like, VTubers you're not friends with. It's like, oh, well, if I'm not friends with them, I typically aren't watching them. That's fine, because I typically don't watch the same way she does. My understanding, Chewy, is that you're a lot more like Koyo and Leaf, who their favorite VTubers, their favorite streams to watch are really big, like, hive mind streamers. They like to blend in with the crowd and not, they don't want the personal interaction, the, like, conversation between them and the streamer. They want to be in, like, Poke Lol's chat and spam Pepe Lols. You think I don't want you to be friends with Core? I don't know what you want, Global. But whatever you heard was not what I said just now. What? Where am I? My Nika's fave VTuber doesn't exist anymore. Next up, bounty is Leon Fish. Goodness. I don't know, ones like Diariku, Shy Lily, etc. About favorite Corpo VTubers or favorite JP VTubers. If I have to pick 3 that are streamers I'm not friends with, it is going to be Rose Doodle, because my friends are friends with her. It is going to be Elizabeth Bloodflame, for reasons. And I had a third one in mind. Iron Mouse. Because I think if you don't like Iron Mouse, you're a bad person. Those are my 3 favorite VTubers that I am not friends with. Hi, Ish. You'll another fantastic parse. Rank 2 in world? Hell yeah. I miss Senzawa 2 proxy. Also, good morning, ERB nodders. Wait, what's the reason? I just said I'm not going to say it. I think I very specifically Pixel was like, I can't say the reason. Dude, my tracking is fucking horrendous today. Okay, fine, keep your secrets. You can't say for reasons? Yes, I can. I've never heard of any of those. You have absolutely heard of Iron Mouse Techno Rave. You are fucking delusional if you think you haven't heard of Iron Mouse. It's always the Chinese guilds that fuck me over, dude, is bonkers. I respect the picks. I thought it was Mume. I will interpret that. Yeah, wasn't Proxy saying they really like Mume earlier? We're going 5 miles today. I don't care if it's no incline and we get like a 2-hour video. I'm already getting crazy FOMO not being at Mecha Chameleon right now. It was my poor Mume. Is Iron Mouse that one tiny pink bug-eyed VTuber I keep seeing? Techno Rave. She is small. She is pink. I don't know if I'd call her bug-eyed. She is a little demon. She is one of the, like... That's probably Chibidoki. I'm sorry. What you should know about her backstory, Techno, is that... I forget what condition she has, but she became a VTuber when she was confined to her room in a sterilized environment because, like, I think her lungs were just falling apart. She was literally, like, wheelchair-bound in oxygen tanks, and it was like, all I can do is stream as a VTuber. And, she has obviously, you know, been very successful. She skyrocketed with VShojo and survived the fall of VShojo. And, since then, she and her friend CDogVA from Trash Taste have raised multiple millions of dollars for, like, the autoimmune deficiency charity. And so she's one of the, like, she gets in dramas, but it's when people starting drama with her, it's very, like, it's not like Shy Lily or Cinder or those dramas. It's very much like this company tried to steal from her. Or, you know, this cringe guy was trying to make a name for himself by asking her weird questions. She's almost unanimously, like, loved by everybody. To tell you how, like... Oh, she's a VTuber who's actually a human being? Yes. To tell you how loved she is, there was a moment where Kai Cenat was, like, his record of most subscribed channel had been broken. It was by Iron Mouse. And people were like, Kai, your record got broken. There's somebody else who's more sub to than you. And he was like, what? Who the fuck was it? Which piece of shit begged their channel for more subs than me? Who the fuck was it? And they're like, it was Iron Mouse. And he goes, aight, she's cool, that's fair. I like Iron Mouse. And it's like, yeah, even Kai, like, he's, like, it's, anybody who's anyone likes Iron Mouse. She is a story of perseverance and, like, rising above hardship. It's because Iron Mouse resonates with a ton of people. She's just, like, wonderful. She's just like...
It's just like one of us, a normal people, on our normal basic day.
I don't know if she's, like, you know, like us, like normal people. Because, you know, because of her illness, she very much lives a different life, right? She literally lived in a bubble for, like, 5 years. But she's just good. She's just sweet and kind and cool beans. Oh, there's my frog. I'm sorry, that's probably Chibidoki. Lionfish! I don't have this one. Bogan and I were on the same wavelength. She has some kind of immunodeficiency disorder? Yeah. Mom said it was my turn on the brain cell. Get in my boat. Get in my boat.
Where is your boat?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't placed it down yet.
Right.
Oh, she's a VTuber who is actually a human being? Yes. I like want to read, but I also just need to like drive through this section of the swamp. Mom says my turn with the rain cell, fine, but make sure to wash it when you're done this time. It's because Iron Mouse resonates with a ton of people. It's because she hasn't had her stardom fully go to her head. She's also a classically trained opera singer and can sing fucking crazy stuff. Yeah, that's also something that's like, despite her like, she needs oxygen, but the rare time she sings, she like fucking kills it. Also, where are you all at? Oh, we're at Crescent Isle now. Oops. Good litmus test for a person is a red flag. If you hate Iron Mouse, you pretty much have to be a shitty person. Kinda true. Singing is great. My favorite song is where she sings together with Eliza Schlett, Blood Flame. Eliza Schlett, huh? And Narissa, my family is horny. And a problem for the management. I like couldn't see the guy for a moment. Alright, bought my relics. Hi, Canna. Holy, what do you mean you're already rocking? It's 10:30! That's like not on time by any capacity. One of my friends didn't know her and thought her voice was annoying, and I was like, you cannot. She is a saint. Hi, Ganna. Ganna hug. I'm sad I missed the Iron Mouse concert. Said I went to a nightclub that ended up being kind of shit. Well, it was recorded, right? You were able to watch like a VOD of it? Yeah, and I only just got here. High tech now. That's fine. I don't think it was recorded. That's weird to me. I don't understand when a concert like that just isn't recorded by anybody. Like, but why? Oh, here's some scrap. He can hear us, but gamers don't look up. Some public spaces don't allow recording. But she's a VTuber, so like there would absolutely have been a digital version. Like it would have been a digital version there. I don't know. I'm just like, the idea of not having a VOD of some performance in any capacity, especially if you come from a media where VODs are like such a like prominent thing that so many people watch. I don't get like why you would ever not have one. Just statistically insanely improbable. 1000% is a rip somewhere. Also, that doesn't beat seeing it live. Of course it doesn't beat seeing it live. But, like, you'd rather see it recorded than not at all, right? Maybe you wouldn't. Next up, northern pufferfish. You guys don't need to, like, warn me about the fish, by the way. I think it was a live stream to this one venue exclusively. Exclusivity. Safety, legal reasons, yada yada, don't know. I guess, I suppose. It's just weird to me. Yeah, and there's the lionfish. Back to... Wait. Does anybody here still need the lionfish?
I'm good.
I don't... Okay. Back in the boat. Back in the boat.
I missed the boat.
Yulind, you see that Asmongold's girlfriend is covered in rashes? After living with the Roach King for a week? I think I did. I will tell you, Ish. Typically, even bad news of Asmongold, I try not to think about. because it's not like I want to hate watch or anything, or don't want to hate watch. It's just, I'm okay with this guy just being removed from my thoughts. I'm okay with this guy just like, I don't think about him anymore, because he sucks, you know? That's fair as fuck. You know, obviously he lives very dirty. Obviously it's a bit of a mental health thing that... It's one of those things that, like... You know how people are like, hey, don't make fun of fat people. And then some guy is a jerk, and immediately people are going after him for his weight and appearance. And it's like, people get this sense of... It's okay to... It's not okay to make fun of people for stuff like this. But the moment you don't like somebody, then it's okay. Then it's okay to fat shame them or call them ugly and really bag on their appearance. It feels a bit like that with Asmongold, with his, like, the state of his house and his hoarderness. I'll always make fun of him for his dog shit takes, you know, his white supremacy, his misogyny, all that shit. I'll fucking, you know, I'll fire the first shot. But with the, with his hoarding and, you know, how the state of his house, with that one, I'm like a little like, I don't really want to take shots at this. I did see, though, that yes, he has a new girlfriend. She lived with him for a week. She's covered in rashes. It's, ugh. You are being informed. Do not resist. Went to a nightclub where they had banned smart glasses. They actually enforced it on one dude. Hell yeah. I saw a guy that was asking girls question with the glasses, and some dude called him out on it. It's fair as fuck. Ran out of bait to fish in Power World. Time to automate like 3,000. Go to Fish World in the meantime. I still have not fished. I also have not set up the little, like, fishing station yet. I wanted to a week ago, and my base problems have been so fucking problematic that, ugh. Shockingly, Yulind isn't a vindictive person. I really dislike people that upright about things like being gay is good, and then go hate on someone for being a furry or some shit. If anything, Gana, I'm actually probably too sympathetic to a problematic level. Because there are things that are genuinely problematic people that I let them get away with too much because I'm like, oh, but what if they're like this because of this? What if they're just doing this as, you know, this? And, I think I let people get away with too much sometimes. I also really dislike it, though. It drives me nuts when people are just like, oh, we spread positivity, we spread, you know, being a good person, yada yada. And then you see them off stream or they feel justified. I hate it when people are like, you gotta be nice to people. And then they're like, oh, but this guy, it's okay to be mean. And they say, like, kind of, like, extremely hypocritical stuff. I hate seeing that. Also, I want a drink. I keep getting lionfish here. I didn't realize the lionfish was this and
fish that I always
Crescent
cannot
Bay.
get.
Makes me feel bad for the living situation, but yeah, fuck him. I mean, let me get a drink first. His living situation, you can't let him get away with too much. Because at the end of the day, he is a millionaire, and he could very easily be like, hey, maid service, fucking solve this problem, right? XQC has maids. And there's no reason that Asmongold couldn't have like a personal chef trainer slash also a maid. And that would just be like putting money back into the economy. Like spending money on things like that when you have money is a good, because it just creates jobs for people. But he's not doing that. He's just like hoarding it and living in filth and eating weird thin steaks and spreading, a bunch of Nazi shit and misogyny. And the opposite is true as well. This guy's awful for many reasons. But he says what I want to hear, so I support him fully. God. I feel like that's every fucking Republican right now, but we're not gonna get into politics. We did this with Google Glasses. Why are we going through this again 20 years later? I don't know. It's me. I'm the proud person he lets get away with things. No, not necessarily. You're not problematic around me, Pixel. In fact, you're only ever great and amazing around me. The problem with you is that I take my back off of you and I hear shit's gone down. And I'm like, oh my god, I looked away for a second. Hi, Farisu. It's funny you say that. That reminds you of a certain person you banned the other week. Google Glasses were so... I let that person get away with too much. We're so hype and then they just fucking sucked. It's okay, mother. I'll atrophy your empathy centers. So watching the V2 rewards on some channel. I made a mild joke about an ebony avatar. And they called me out on it. Then a furry avatar comes up and they're like, ew, furry. Yeah. I am a little interested in what your joke was, Kana. I'm wondering if it was more observation than joke. But I'm like, ooh, that has me curious. Hi, Whisper. Ahoy, Yulind. Ahoy. If I had millions, I would hire you as a maid. Sigh, political streams, steffies. The headphones is in. It's low-key cool. I've got a genuine Oculus glasses. Hi, Dunbara. Oh my god. Pixel's problematic. He doesn't let me pull his ears. Pixel just snores. I'm just a drama magnet. What? I have no clue what you are on about. Pixel, you can't let Cass peer pressure you into this stupid shit. The glasses thing. We doing keys at some point? I would like to do a bunch of delves today. I'm sitting on like 3 bountiful keys. And so I want to do those today. Hi, Yulibot. Beep boop, it's me, Yulibot. Pinkfish. God damn. It's a blessed spineback. Sitting on keys doesn't sound very comfortable. Ha 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 ha. I need to delves at some point. Commence suck protocol. Hang on. I'm trying to think of another example of like spreading positivity. I can think of somebody who, they spread positivity and then off stream, they were just so nasty. It was a League of Legends streamer I used to watch called Geronimo, and I think he actually still streams. But he was a Draven main, and he was like second best Draven North America. I don't know if the best one was Tyler before Tyler got big, or if it was another guy, but he was always like, I'm the second best Draven NA. And he's like an 80 carry main. And I, as support main, watched him all the time because he would talk about what he wanted his supports to do. And like the big thing I learned from him was matchups are not a like permanent, constant, every second of the game. There are moments of opportunity. So like if you're playing Sona you are vulnerable to Blitzcrank. If a Blitzcrank grabs a Sona, they just win. That Sona's gonna die every time. But if the Blitzcrank misses their hook, then it's Sona's lane. Then it's like Sona can just do whatever the fuck she wants for the next 20 seconds while hook is down. And so, like, I would pick things like Zyra or Sona into Blitzcrank. And, you know, people would be like, oh, you ought to lose. But then I would just win lane because I'd play very safe around the hook, bait out the hook, and then I would just bully them. And so I feel like I got really good as a support because of this guy and his basically educational streams. But he was really nice. On stream, he'd be like, you know, oh, this guy's trolling, you know, we just mute him. Guys, don't deal with, you know, toxicity, just mute. You know, good GG team, you know, we did good. We let's get this bread, gamers. Very, very positive, right? But then I saw him playing off stream. And off stream, dude, it was nothing but slurs and toxicity from this guy. It was so fucking like, oh my god, that's the guy I watch? And it was just on his stream, totally wholesome, totally nice. Off stream, just fucking vile. And he knew he was on other people's streams, you know. He knew that Skara was streaming or something. And he would just, like, be horrendous. Dude had to blow off Steam, I guess. But, I mean, he was like, dropping F-slurs and saying KYS to people. And it was just like, dude, what the fuck? Two-faced? Extremely two-faced. And I remember I saw him from Skara's perspective and how awful he was being. And I unfollowed him. And then, like, 3 months later, I learned that, like, there was a lawsuit from his girlfriend for physical abuse. And it was just like, oh, okay, damn. Holy shit. Oh, shit. The moment someone says spread positivity, that's a red flag to me, unfortunately. Don't even pretend to be a machine. That much of your ass hanging out. It's all silicone. What do you mean? No, if I were to have, like, official lore for this, there'd be some cybernetics, right? Like, the eyes are cybernetic. The arms and legs are. And there's definitely a lot of implants going into the spine and torso. But, like, the thighs up here, the upper arms, the shoulders, most of the torso, that's all flesh. That's not robot. So I think it'd be, like, a 60-40 split between flesh and robo. Leave. That's techno. I'll integrate that information. Tarek wins against Blitz. Dude, had to blow off stream. Two-Face. Mother. Mr. Rogers would never play League. That should have been the biggest clue. Why would you think Mr. Rogers wouldn't play League? He would absolutely play it. If he was watching some kids and they're like, we like League of Legends. He'd be like, okay, well, let's try it. Maybe I play it with you. Maybe all of you can teach me how to play. He never got reported for it in the tribunal. Oh shit, I just trust no one. Oh, he probably did. But the tribunal was like probably falling apart at that point. And I don't know, people just... It wasn't like... I don't know. League of Legends does not have the best history with moderation. You can see accounts that's like 200 games in a row of them throwing to tank their rating so that they can smurf. It is very much, hi, Sir Noble, hi. League of Legends is a weird little beast of a game. So it's fake and full of silicone. No, that was just for the joke. Made out of silicone, but still perfect for plapping. implants in the chest ASAP. Holy. Have I gotten a northern pufferfish? I haven't noticed. I've not been paying attention. Hi, swordfish. See you, Yulind. Hi. I got sent home from work early due to Hurdy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I miss second batch Yumi. I never played Yumi. I remember when she came out, Core streamed her a bit. And I don't think Core... Alright, I'll fucking say it. Core's trash at League of Legends. She'll see a pretty champion come out, want to play it for a bit, and, mill about her games, and then she's like, okay, done with League. Mr. Rogers was a Marine. Bob Ross was a drill sergeant. Watch out for spiders. Seems like you are not afraid of them. Was there a spider in the video? I've been trying to move my windows around so that it's easier for me to see chat, but it's harder for me to see what's actually happening in OBS now. Point, yeah. I completely missed it. Here's the thing. My end stream button is on the right side of OBS. And so I want that on my right, whereas I used to keep OBS on my left. Because when I cast like this, I have accidentally hit the end stream button twice, and so I wanted it on my right. But it makes it harder for me to see one activity feed now. It makes it harder for me to see like when people pay taxes, and so there's a few people, Dark Pikachu and Molly, that they pay taxes usually every day, but they don't typically talk in chat, and I feel like I never catch them now. I think I caught Pikachu today, but I'm much worse at catching them now since I moved these things, so I'm like, I don't like this. Speaking of League, actually the 2XKO, a live service fighting game, is dying? Yes, we talked about it a couple days ago. Wow. Imagine spending time on a free-to-play live service game. I mean, so it had the workings to be, like, comparable. It's just... Riot's mismanaging everything nowadays. Cakelinga. Imagine leaving League installed on your machine. NXT, you know what's actually really funny? I used to be terrified of them. I used to have fairly bad arachnophobia where I would... The idea of, like, a spider touching me was, like, fucking... I'm going to scream. And then... I watched So I Reincarnated as a Spider, So What? And since watching 24 episodes of this dumb little spider anime, they're not as scary anymore. I'm, like, a lot more, like, oh, spiders or whatever. Which is like, what? That's... okay. Anime out here solving phobias, I suppose. Sounds like Core has the right approach to League buffering. We did have some buffering just now. You can't see ground, beach time. Beach. Why does Zeri have undead and human together? So I believe we were just walking through a Cavaldir section, which those are not humans. Those are like ancient humans. They're called the Cavaldir/Vrykul. And they used to be like 12 foot tall, very barbaric, very warrior-focused nation. They practice necromancy. And so the specific section we were in was a bunch of like necromancers of that race. The lore of these guys is that they were affected by the curse of weakness.
Oh, nice.
Where all of their babies just started being humans. So instead of giving birth to babies that were like 2 feet tall, their babies were like 12 inches tall. And would grow up to be stunted, you know, like us size, like human sized. And they were like, what the fuck is happening? Why are all the babies weak? Is our race, like, dead? Like, what's fucking happening? And they decided that instead of, like, dying out and being replaced by these weak baby humans, they would freeze themselves. So they constructed a bunch of these, like, giant crypts, a bunch of these mausoleums, just these catacombs, and put themselves into, like, a magic stasis. And when you get to this continent, when you get to Northrend, you basically disrupt that, and they just start waking up. That's fucked up. My child is a different species. The origin of humans is that this one mom, she gave birth to, you know, one of the stunted kids, to a human. And they're like, damn, you gave birth to a runtling too. Anyway, put it down, and she's like, but it's my baby. And they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. Do not sympathize with this abomination. It is not one of us. Put it the fuck down. And there was like 2 guards, or I guess police officers of this society. They were like, if you don't put it down, we will. And she killed them. She killed them, and then she grabbed a bunch of the other babies that were, like, set to be put down as well. She basically grabbed, like, 10 of these little human babies. And she just got in a boat and left. She just fucking got on the ocean and was like, I don't know where we're going. I don't know if we'll even hit land. But it's better that they have this chance than just be put down like dogs. And she found Eastern Kingdoms, and that's the origin of humans in World of Warcraft. Is this one Vrykruel mom was like, I refuse to put my kid down. Yulind watched the Spider SC anime and it changed him. I seen that too. No way, Spider SC. Huh?
Oh, I was saying Mom of the Year.
Howling Fjord, Ancient Humans, Boomers. Why, it makes sense. That's fucked up. My child is a different species. Wait, what are we talking about? The Vrykruel of World of Warcraft and the origin of humans. You woke them up, based. Do not sympathize with this abomination. Put it down. They truly are boomers. Good lore drop, 10 of 10 storyteller. Hi, Alex Halliday. And thank you, NXE. That's WoW lore? They were talking about some fucked up anime. Yeah, no, that's WoW lore. The story of WoW is that Azeroth formed, and it was a Titan planet. So the Titans, you know, they kind of just lived here for a bit. Titans are like these gods of order. They lived on Azeroth for a bit. They created a bunch of, like, sentient races that were basically to be their servants. And most of these were, like, mechanical, or, like, golems that are, like, you know, made of rock and powered by an arcane crystal and given life like that. But they're all sentient. They all, like, have thoughts, personalities, memories. And then the Titans are like, okay, hold down the fort. We're gonna go, you know, visit some other planets. And so their servants were just watching over stuff for a bit. But then, oh, wait. No, I lied. I fucked it up. The Titans were not the first one to these planets. It was the Void and the Old Gods. And so, the Void is basically like chaos and entropy. And they basically shoot out what are called Old Gods throughout the universe. And any of these that land on a planet, they just basically get to own that planet. So imagine, like, a fucking black hole shooting out a fucking seed barrage of, like, dark gods. And 4 of them hit Azeroth. 4 of them hit our planet. And these guys ruled over the planet for some time. And then I forget the order because I'm like, hold on, the Old Gods got their asses kicked by 2 different groups. I think they were initially challenged by the Titans. God, it's so hard to remember all this shit. I'm listening, looking for mistakes in lore. Hi, Yadvig Hodanak. I don't remember if it was the trolls that fought the old gods and the void first, or if it was the Titans. I'm like, hold on, what was the order? I know there was like a big war between the trolls and the servants of the old gods. But I also know that like the Titans fought the old gods, killed one of them, it fucked up the planet a little bit, and they're like, oh, we can't kill these things, we have to imprison them. And so I don't remember which of those happened first. I would have thought it was Titans versus old gods, and then the old gods stuff started coming back, and then the trolls kind of took over the world. And then one group of trolls mutated into elves, and those started kicking the trolls' ass, and they took over the world. And then the elves started diving into, you know, the arcane well, or the well of eternity, and, you know, basically created a giant beacon of, hey, we've got a lot of cool shit here that the demons were summoned to. And we had the Sundering. Servant of Yogg tried to start some shit and trolls beat his ass. You woke them up. That's our lore. Thought we were talking about some fucked up anime. Found any? Not yet. XDD. Yeah, I'm like, what happened first between the Titans fighting the old gods? And, you know, the stuff with, killing Yogg-Saron. Not Yogg-Saron, it was, Ysarge. They killed Ysarge. Or the trolls and kind of the rise of the Empire. I don't remember what happened first there. Or if they were in tandem. Kithix was it, or whatever his name was. There was the 4 old gods and the fabricated old god. You had Cthulhu, Ysarge, N'Zoth, and Yogg-Saron. And Yogg-Saron is sealed in Ulduar. Cthulhu was sealed in AQ40. N'Zoth was sealed beneath the ocean. And Ysarge, I think they killed. I think he had, like, embedded himself in the roots of the world tree or whatever. And Aman'Thul ripped him out of the planet and did a shit ton of damage to the roots of the world tree. And so they're like, ooh, we can't be doing that. We can't kill these things. So they imprisoned all of them. But there was also in... oh, what's the name of that fucking dungeon or raid? Uldir. Where they were like, we're going to study blood of the old gods. So that we can figure out what counters them. We can figure out what works against these fucking things so we can better kill them. Oopsie, created a 5th old god. Oops, lock it down. Being exhausted. This is just confusing for me, but it's still interesting. I imagine it's incredibly confusing. Because, I mean, one, you don't have the visuals, right? I can rattle off all these names and I can see exactly what they look like and keep them separate in my head. But when you don't have that visualization, when you're just hearing names, it's like, bro, you're just fucking speaking mumbo jumbo. You're just like rattling off made up words. It's one of my problems with the lore videos of World of Warcraft, because Core and I used to watch videos all the time, right? And she would show me videos of Destiny 2. And there was this guy named Bife who makes really, really good lore videos for Destiny 2, or I guess used to. And she would show me those, and I was like, dude, this makes me like Destiny 2 lore. This makes me interested. And I didn't have anything to show her for World of Warcraft. Eventually there was Platinum WoW, but the problem with Platinum WoW is that he takes a target, he takes a little topic, and hard focuses on that and its place in World of Warcraft, but never like a whole, hey, let's go over the history of World of Warcraft. He's never done something like that, I think. There are other WoW lore VTubers, like, there's a guy that starts with an A that I don't really like his videos. And then the one everybody knows, Noble. Everybody knows Noble. But I tried to show Core the World of Warcraft History of WoW video by Noble. And this is how it goes. This is how Noble's video goes. Also, hi Common Rider K. I really wanted to say it right the first time. Hi Common Rider. Here's the Noble video. In the beginning, you had the Titans, and then the Titan of War, Sargeras, betrayed the rest of the Titans, and he recruited the leaders of the Jedi. Archimonde, what's his name? Killed Jaden and Velen, but Velen did not listen to him, and instead betrayed and fled to Draenor. And it was just like, whoa, dude. If somebody doesn't know WoW lore, and they don't know any of these names, they're gonna have no idea what you just said. But, like... Noble just rattles off all of these names with no visualization of them, and it's like, there's no way anybody can keep track of that. There's no way anybody who hasn't played WoW for 10 years is like, oh, I recognize that name. Oh, I recognize that name too. We fought him here. Is going to have any understanding of what he just said. And I was always very annoyed by Noble videos for that reason. This is about World of Warcraft. I thought you were talking about Warhammer. As someone who doesn't know anything about either of these things, this all sounds like gibberish to me. Yeah. I'm listening to see if anything is similar to RuneScape lore. So far, I only counted one thing. World of Warcraft VTuber. Heading to Pyramid to turn in Shoe Quest. Okay. Titans beat Old God and build prisons for them. Then bugs evolved and tried to start shit. But trolls beat their asses. Then sundering with Ashara. Then I don't... Okay. So the Old Gods were beaten up by the Titans and imprisoned. But their servants outside basically covered the world. But they couldn't, like, get them out of the prisons. Okay. Alright. That makes sense. Dude, have I caught this fucking pufferfish yet? Also, holy shit, we're already at 2. Bag. I keep catching fucking John Dories. I have so many John Dories. I do have a pufferfish. I have a blessed pufferfish. Alright. Let's turn that in. I should go do laundry? You should. Mother, you aren't forgotten. Why would you think I would think I'm forgotten? They build prisons just because they couldn't kill them without harming the planet? Yes. Oh, I never turned in the lionfish. Common stingray? Done. Who the fuck is John Dory? He's a fish. It's actually they. Dory, I love that movie. I never watched that movie. Leviathan parts prices are up. Ooh, let's head over there. Let's go to the desert and check our scrap there. Oh. I think Ray's over there turning stuff in. Oh no, you're right there.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I didn't even see you get on the boat.
I sell all my fishes.
How much money did you make?
Huh?
How much money did you make?
131,000.
Hell yeah.
So right now I'm like 605. 605,000.
Thank you for the follow, Yadvig. And hi, Isha. I've just discovered some jank tech for building illegal structures in Power World. I had a friend I met recently, Fradel, who they were like, "You talking Power World?" And they had like researched 20 different illegal techniques for building structures in Power World. I'm like, what the fuck? Place a diagonal wall in places where it doesn't let you place a full wall and replace it. Oh. What the? Wait, is there a replace button? Like, there's this type of flooring and I want to replace it with this other type of flooring to see the differences without just outright deleting the flooring, because I would kill for that. Yeah, you can press forward. Oh my god, I wish I knew that. There's been so many times where I'm like, I'm not really feeling this floor. Let's see what it looks like as this. And then I delete the floor, and I just watch the wall just go gush, 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 gush up the wall. I'm just like, fuck me. Any similar stuff can be replaced? Oh, that's gonna save me a lot of time. Scales near all-time high? Have you watched Barney's Scarab Lord vids on YouTube? I have, yes. It's so fun to see NPC do stuff around you. No, that's part of why I don't like doing these games in like private servers and stuff, or like VR chat versions of them. I like seeing people move around in these MMOs. I like seeing the level, 31 rogue leveling out in Howling Fjord when I'm recording there. You can place diagonal wall in places. As soon as I saw Northrend, I heard you talking to Wildlore, I was very happy. Deserved a follow. Hell yeah. Appeared in one of her Scarab Lord videos. I'm so proud of that. Hell yeah. Have I ever appeared in a WoW thing? I don't think so. I've been playing WoW for a very, very long time. I started playing the patch that Maradun got added to the game. I literally remember, like, patching that, like, my very first week of WoW and being confused because, like, I thought I already downloaded the game. Why is it downloading a new thing? The fuck is a Maradun? Hi, Moikin. I have not played a full, like, every month since then. I stopped playing in Cataclysm. Cataclysm was the first time I stopped playing. I quit halfway through Firelands. And then I came back 4 weeks into Mists of Pandaria. And then I quit playing for a big chunk of Siege of Morgrimmar, but that was out for like 14 months. So it's like I raided in it for 2 months, stopped playing, came back and raided it for another 3 months at the end. I stopped playing partway through Blackrock Foundry and a chunk of Hellfire Citadel. I stopped playing halfway through Tomb of Stone Jairus and missed the entirety of Antorus. I played Castle Nathria and stopped playing through that, and then I didn't do any of Sepulchre or Tower of Damnation. And then what was it after that? I think I've done every raid since then while it was current. I did miss the Undermine raid. I completely missed that one. Because my guild, listen to this. They're like, Yulind, our guild is dead. No one's coming back. They're all quitting. And I was like, oh. Well, if they're all quitting, I'm going to make other commitments then. And then they all came back and they're like, Yulind, where are you? And I'm like, you guys told me you weren't coming back. I only have 1 scale.
I only have 1 eye.
I'm just gonna sell all the things that are up. Oh, we didn't go to the wheel spin. Exceptions are fences. They're not the same as walls. Yeah. What about lattice fences? Damn it, Sunday. And it's Sunday, so let's get naughty. The back shots will be legend. What for it, dairy? Is this a song? Are these song lyrics? Holy shit, you're an OG, it seems. 2004, 2005. About then, yeah. Dude, I remember... This is gonna put a fucking... This is gonna age me. I was a freshman in high school. And I remember watching a YouTube video. It was called Pat the Warrior. And I remember watching this warrior just run around one-shotting people. You know, he would charge them and then mortal strike them, and Wind Fury would go off, and he'd, you know, you just see 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 pop up multiple times on his screen. And I was like, I want that. I want to do that. And so, I'd played like a year or two of Diablo 2 before that. I was like, they got a druid in this game? I can't wait to run around as a werewolf. Level druid up to 16 over like 2 weeks. Get cat form, and I'm like, what? Cat form? This isn't anywhere near as cool as werewolf. This sucks! I am now a prop paladin tank for my guild in Venom Abyss. Lamau. I meant wait for it. If I just got that. I couldn't afford a WoW subscription, so I was playing on my uncle's account in 2011 when I was 10 years old. When I grew up and could afford a sub, the game became shit. The sub is region blocked, so I play on private servers. There's definitely times where WoW is like worse. Like BFA, Shadowlands, I think it's unanimous that, you know, it's kind of shitty then. People say it's shit now. I kind of disagree. It's a very different game than what like Classic was back then. And they have Classic servers, so you can kind of play the one you want. Hi, Ellie. Good morning, Yulind. Hi. It is I think the WoW community, you know, you talk to people in Mythic Plus or in Trade Chat, they're awful. They're the worst of the worst. I think they're fucking scumbags. But, like, me and my guild, you know, I log on Wednesday and Thursday, and I raid with my 10-man guild, and sometimes we have 13 people, and we do heroic, and it changes to the flex size of our raid group. I think it's such a fun experience of just, like, you know, we go to the raid, we hang with the homies. I think World of Warcraft is the top MMO, and the reason for that is its polish and accessibility. And I don't know if they do, like, anything the best, but I think the complete package is really, really good. My favorite expansion of TBC, Wrath Lich, and Cata Legion? I would probably say Legion was my favorite. I didn't like Mists of Pandaria at the time, but looking back at it, I'm like, you know, that was just a good fucking expansion. I had fun with Burning Crusade. I look back at it now and I'm just like, dude, it's so old in design and so, like, what the fuck is going on with this expansion? It was before the era where they took a philosophy with raids that made me happy. I think every class and spec should be viable in raids. And so I very much don't like the Burning Crusade classic era of, oh, you play this class? You're inferior. Oh, you play this spec? You don't belong in PvE. I really don't like that for Classic and TBC. And it's hard for me to look at TBC as a good expansion because of that. It was, you know, more so a product of its time where that was a lot more acceptable. And, you know, a lot of the stuff in TBC was just really fucking cool. Karazhan will forever be one of the best raids of all time. We all already know you are 67 years old. Ha ha ha. Sorry, Yulind just opened my eyes to a nice femboy ass. My bad. Okay, buddy. All right. Well, Mao, good morning, Yulind. Hi, Ellie. Hi. Guys, I really just want to, like... I really just want to open up Spacefish's stream and just watch her play Mecha, and I'm like, oh, I have such FOMO! Why did she start with Mecha? I hate this! But knowing Spacefish, she'll probably go like 10 hours a day. Just like Enhancement Shamans and Wrath Lich King. Shamans in general back in Classic were like, enhancement is for PvP and leveling. Resto is for raiding. And you only bring a Resto Shaman. 1, to buff your warriors. And 2, to fill up slots for that you don't have priests for. In Burning Crusade, Elemental became viable. And enhancement was more of a, like, less of a buff bot and, you know, more viable in PvE. I think enhancement's got a lot of love in Burning Crusade. And I think they've just been in a good spot since then. My first character was a druid. I leveled as a feral druid. I got it to 60 about a month, 2 weeks before Burning Crusade came out. And I remember, you know, there was a guild that was like, they were trying to clear a lot of the raids before the expansion swap. And so they brought me to AQ 20. And we're staring at the boss. It's like the 5th boss. They've killed the first 4. And I go cat form. And a guy messages me. And he's just like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm getting ready to fight the boss. He's like, why are you in cat form? Well, I'm a feral druid. No, dude, you're 60 now. You're a resto druid. You're done playing feral. And I was just like, what? This sucks. Also, Arthur's storyline is the GOAT. What is your opinion on his decision to cleanse strat? It's difficult. I think maybe he was a little too zealous. He was a little too ready to kill them. I kind of like, you know... Objectively, he's right. Objectively, it is an issue of like... You know, if we kill them while they're like harmless civilians and don't fight back, we lose less soldiers, and that helps us in the fight against Balthazar and, you know, the forces of evil. However, it just feels a hopeless, like, cold, like, there's no chance. There's no, like, we're holding out for a cure, we're holding out for something. We're holding out for a miracle. And there's a level of, like, oh, dude. It's just like he was too ready. He was too, like, nope, we gotta do this now. Starts clubbing baby seals. He is right. I just feel like, man, you were too ready for that. You were too ready. But, like, you know, that's the history of World of Warcraft, is you have a villainous character that fights with good reasons. And they sacrifice people. And they're right for it. They would not have lived if they had not done that. Which makes the morality and storytelling of WoW, like, what is the message here? Are we supposed to be good people or not? Little Mao, get out of here. Flush, hi Ellie, we missed you. Hi Ellie, I'm just getting used to living in the US again, so I've been busy. No more cat femboy. Now you gotta be a cat fem man at level 60. Not you, Ellie, we love Ellie. Yulind has gone too long without being gored by a forest creature. I know, I do want to get back in VR again soon. No, Arthas was weird. It felt like he had a really good story back then, and they keep referencing it, bring it back. They really did a number on it in Shadowlands, where it just felt like they kind of just used his stories for, like, further other stories and really scapegoat him out as a villain and also a victim at the same time? I don't know. Once I move into my permanent place, it'll be a lot easier. I agree it's difficult, but I think there is no other choice. I kind of feel bad for the guy. Uther and Jaina just get the fuck out there and left alone with all the burden. Well, so what Uther and Jaina wanted to do was, we're not giving up on these people till the very end. And we're going to try and cure them. We're going to try and save them. We're going to try and cleanse the zombification out of them. And if that doesn't work and they turn into zombies, then we put them down as zombies. And we will lose soldiers. You know, if they turn into zombies, we're not going to, you know, put them all down unscathed. But we're not going to give up on them. Which I do feel is right. That was the proper... Hi, Friday. I feel like in the case of a zombie outbreak, that is the right thing to do. But Arthas wasn't looking at it like that. He was like, no, dude. We cannot be sacrificing soldiers for lofty goals for our morality when we have a goal down the line. It's not just the zombie outbreak. There's a guy behind it. We literally have to fight Balthazar. And if we have 100 soldiers and then we lose 50 of them doing the right thing with this zombie outbreak, and then we don't have the strength to fight Balthazar, then you've lost everybody. He's not wrong in that. But I feel like I would have gone with Uther and Jaina. I feel like I would have supported their plan more. That being said, I am a huge proponent, and I said this so many times in battlegrounds like Warsong Gulch and Arathi Basin. It doesn't matter how bad a plan is. A coordinated bad plan is better than 5 uncoordinated good plans. So they are kind of dicks for letting him do it on their own. They should have been like, hey man, this is wrong. We need to stand up for these people. And he's like, no, we're doing this. I feel like they should have been like, we do not like this and we're talking about this later, but we're not going to let you do this alone. I feel like, well, I mean, that's a hard one. Because it's not like he's fucking lifting weights on his own and they're helping him. He's literally killing innocent civilians. And so it's like, you know, it's a little hard to say, like, they should have stuck with him. They should have, you know, shared the burden. What's the burden? Strangling the life out of a mother of 4. Like, it's like, hold on, wait a minute. I gotta think about what I'm saying there. Also, I need a fucking drink. Lamau. The zone is one of the 2 reasons why I want to play Wrath. Hi. It's a good zone. It's, my favorite zone from Wrath Lich King is Zul'Drak. I tend to find myself really liking Troll Lore, and so I love Zul'Drak. I love-hate Sholazar Basin. I really like Sholazar Basin. I just have bad memories from Sholazar Basin. I love Wintergrasp. I really wish they did more with Crystal Song Forest. That zone is so pretty. Howling Fjord is good. Dragonblight. Ooh, Dragonblight I really like. I never really cared for Grizzly Hills. I like it a lot more looking back at it. Ice Crown was okay. Storm Peaks is okay. Borean Tundra is easily the worst zone to me. But, like, even Borean Tundra, I'm like, it's a mid-zone at worst. Mother, may I pet the deer? I don't know, ask the deer. Sure, I think because we know there's no cure for the plague, we can't help it but side with Arthas. Right, and they didn't know there was a cure, right? They could have been trying to find one. There might actually be a cure. It just never got found. Glad you could bake it, Uther. Watch your tone with me, boy. You may be the waiter, but I'm still your superior. As a chef, as if I could forget-y. Listen, Uther, there's something about the plaguette you should need. Oh no, these pepperoni have all been infectedoned? They may look al dente now, but it's only a matter of time before they turn into the undeadable. What? This entire citrella must be peeled. Goodness, had to, Lamau. Miss Lind, how'd you get the heart bobber? I forgot. Once you do all the quests within the pyramid, one of the girls there will have a new quest for you, where she wants you to go collect reagents for her to build like a wreath, and then she puts it on her lover's grave. And then she gives you the heart. Thank you. Don't worry, Arthas. I'll help you strangle this mother of 4. You won't be alone. I just imagine, like, mother of 4, you know, looking up at you. Don't worry, Arthas. I'm here for you. This is a tough burden, and I won't let you go through this alone. I'll share this burden with you. Beats mother of four to death. Keck. Oh yeah, you may pet the deer. Ellie, can I gore Yulind? No! Yulind's been a good girl shirt. No! Thank you. Never the case. That's the Warcraft 3 lore. I don't know if you've been playing retail at all, Yadvig. It's, the lore is weird right now. It's not necessarily bad. It was, okay, Shadowlands was bad lore. And then, after Shadowlands was that War Within after Shadowlands? That was improving lore? But wow, it was still fucking... Ugh. Whole Minecraft video. What are we at? 3? The lore of War Within was better, but still, it was very Care Berry. It was very much like, and everybody came together, and with the power of friendship, we beat the big bad fire dragon. Midnight has been okay. It's been okay, lore. I'm happy with the troll section. Nope, not at all. I've only seen some lore vids by Platinum. Oh, I fucking love Platinum. Captain Grimm and Platinum WoW are like my favorite WoW guys. Where was BFA? Before Shadowlands? Also imagine playing WoW for lore? There's a lot of people that did. Lele, she used to play WoW for lore. And the lore got so bad, she's like, I'm done. I wash my hands of this. It went Legion, BFA, Shadowlands. And BFA and Shadowlands is like the lowest point where it's like, dude, this game fucking blows. Kept up with the lore somewhat okay. I don't care for it all. It's dog shit in my opinion, same. Not just press button, get big number. I play WoW because it's just combat good, world pretty, raid with friends fun. Mount collection huge. I'm at like 720 mounts now. They're playing Mecha Chameleon. I want to play Mecha Chameleon. But we have 2 more miles to go. We're at 3.1 right now. I had a bunch of adventures in Power World fucking yesterday. Oh my god. So, let me recap. Shadowlands is the worst in terms of lore, in my opinion. Blizzard can't get away with all the retcons. It's the retcons. It's also... And I hate when Blizzard fucking does this. They're like, man, we can't write a new character that's cool. Let's just bring back the old characters that were cool. So they did this in Warlords of Draenor, when we went back to the augmented reality. And they're like, we're going back into the past 30 years. But it's not time travel. It's a different dimension. But it's not time travel. Which is like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's just time travel. But like, time travel without consequences. That was fucking horrendous. They literally just wanted to fight, you know, the Warcraft chieftains. And that fucking blew. Shadowlands, same thing. They wanted to bring back a lot of characters that had died so that they could use them again. Kael'thas, Garrosh, Kel'Thuzad, and ugh. The Jailer retcons so much stuff. What an awful end. Bro, exactly. I think the same. Do you know the lore between the expansions? Like the Trial of Garrosh? I do. I am familiar with the Trial of Garrosh. The one bronze dragon being like, I'm having dreams where I let this guy go and the world dies if I don't. And he's like, yeah, that's just like visions that some asshole's giving you to make you free Garrosh. Don't do that. I'm gonna do it! And he does it and he immediately gets strangled for it. It's like, bro, what? What'd you do to Leon? I didn't do anything to Leon. He's right there.
He's dead. Don't listen to.
He's not dead. He literally just looked up at us.
Oh, hey.
He's literally just a cute little fuzzy bunny Akio. What do you mean he's dead?
I lied.
Oh, tracking. Tracking! I can't see anything right now. Oh, I'm back. He turned me into a robot? Well, so here's the thing I was going for, Leon. I would say he's literally just a cute fuzzy robot, or rabbit. And then she would go, what? I see him as an error. And I go, you see him as an error? Oh, that means like you can't see his avatar. It's not working for you. Try blocking him and unblocking him. But like, you're just not a rabbit. I got followed by a queer sex club on Instagram this morning. Sex party wants to know your location. Kind of a frightening way to wake up. Exciting? He turned me into a robot. Do you remember his charges? It was funny. I don't remember his specific charges. I remember the whole thing was stupid. They should have just fucking beheaded him right there. You beat him in the throne room, and Terenzu's like, yo, give me the axe. And wow, that solves a lot of problems. Kinda LL, they're safety dummy now. What type of degen do you need to be for a sex club to follow you? Maybe not degen, but hot as fuck. Pinky, is this a crash test? No, it's not a crash test. They're just matching me. I'm a robot, so Leon's a robot. That's it. That's all there is to it. Oh, then that checks out. This one, I'm pretty sure the club followed Ellie because she DJ'd there recently or at an adjacent club. Hi, gamer. Hi, Yulind. Not to say that Ellie isn't hot or anything. Ugh. How to DJ in VR chat? Are the decks you can mix on? Well, it wasn't in VR chat. However, if you want to DJ in VR chat, there are decks, but I think most of the time it's, you know, they put a mix together and just let that play. Oku does it a lot. Now that makes no sense, Yulind. It's just because Ellie is hot. You have DJ there specifically, but I think whoever runs their Insta wants me to go there, Lamau. Hell yeah. I'm fucking hungry. You stream to YouTube through OBS, then put it in a world player. Pre-recorded mix. This DJ pulled out a MacBook and pressed play. Oh, neat. Humpback Gar. Hi, Shuya. Hi. I wish I was friends with DJs. They always know where the cool events are. Gana. Ellie. Oku. Gashu. Run it by those names. There's also the event tracker for VR chat, which tells you where everything is. I meant like IRL? Ah, okay. You need a big walk video for your walking next? Honestly, potentially. I could, oh, dude, I could actually do that. Just, like, fully fill out an area, and then, like, record some section of Big Walk. Wait, that sounds fun as fuck! Yeah, getting integrated into a friend group in the US instantly was key. Befriend some queer people IRL and go to some events. Are you in the US again? She is. How do you pronounce your name? Yulind. I bought the VR DJ software. I forgot the name before they went subscription-based and killed their whole shit. And they gave me the 500 lifetime subscription for free, Lamau. Hell yeah, I think. Is it approaching time for Leviathan? Thought you intended to do that already.
It's like 10 minutes. Or 15 minutes.
I hadn't even thought of it, Senral. The plans I had for walking videos was, 1, finish up Blade and Soul Neo. I need to make a new World of Warcraft video because I came out with that zone. And I would like to do Warframe. I'd like to do Warframe videos. Yes, that's why we should finish the game. Oh no. I just moved to where 2 of my VR friends live. They all kind of transitioned and started doing IRL stuff together. Then I met all their friends. Never getting the Backrooms videos. Literally never getting the Backrooms videos. Warframe is bog. I love Warframe. I would like to do a walking video, Shuya, of every tile set. I would, I really want to, like, do a capture mission. And, have, or an exterminate. And just have a friend, like, actually do the mission and, like, maybe, like, kind of be around me telling me, hey, go left, turn here, turn there. As I, like, slowly Ivara stealth through the map. The closest VR friend to me is probably 14 hours of driving. Now the VR scene also seems kind of cool. The open world would be cool. The open worlds are actually the ones I don't want to do. Fortuna or Plains or Deimos. While I do think they're cool and they do have the paths to support walking videos, holy fuck, I hate the enemies out there. I really don't want to deal with the enemies. Like, dude, the shit in Deimos is so annoying. We will see. When I actually get to recording Warframe, we will see how it'll be when I get there. For now, I gotta finish up Blade and Soul.
And I haven't somebody to join you and just kill everything.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna need. But it'll be a while. I need to finish up Blade and Soul. Before I do, I haven't done a video in like 3 weeks. I need to just finish Power World before I get fucking burnt out. Damn, yeah, I remember being there. Oh, now I see. Closest VR friend? Dude, I keep gray screening. The closest VR friend I have is like 10 minutes away. And it's their fault I got into VR. I actually don't know who's the closest to me now. It used to be Pixel. Pixel used to be the closest one to me, and we actually never met up IRL. I was a little scared because Sheepy? Sheepy's fairly close. I think there's a few people closer. There's a few people in North Carolina. But, okay. I get into Twitch. I get into VR chat. I get a headset. And a guy in the stream that I would watch all the time, he was like, dude, Yulind, you got VR? That's cool. Let's hang out. I was like, oh, okay. And he's like one of my first friends in VR chat, right? We run around in VR chat. We go to like the archery test world. We go to some other worlds. And after running around for 2 hours, just hanging out, not really like a date or anything, literally just, you know, 2 bros from the stream. we go to a comfy world. It's like one of the very first sleep worlds. It's like 2019. And he goes, hey, Yulind. I had a lot of fun today. I've had a rough time at work, so, you know, having a fun day like this with a friend, I really appreciate this. Yulind, you mean a lot to me. Oh, sure thing, buddy. You know, it's nice. I appreciate how nice you've been to me. You know, introducing me to VR and stuff. This has been a lot of fun. Yeah, man, cool to hear it. I'm gonna kill myself in September. What? And like, I was just not ready for that. And he was like, yeah, there's a girl I like, and I'm gonna ask her out, and if she says no, you know, I feel like I've got nothing to live for, so I was gonna kill myself in September. And I was just like, and then he goes, anyway, bye, good night, and he just leaves. Literally just like closes the game right then. And I remember I literally just sat in my room, my back against a beanbag, just going like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Like, it was 5 minutes of just, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do. Just, I was caught so completely off guard. And, like, that was totally inappropriate. That was, like, we'd known each other for, like, a month in Twitch chat. But this was our first time hanging out together outside of somebody's stream. And he just dropped that on me. The alpaca is 100 miles away and closing. Sheepy. Yulind Pipeline. Power World with our favorite Sekhmet and Lavander. I'll be real, Lavander looks kind of whack. Sekhmet, I can agree on. Lavander was very, like, early on, sure. But they have made so many cuter pals since then that Lavander's, like, if you were to do, like, I don't even think she makes it top 10 anymore. Oh no, I feel it went bad. What? Gas. Damn, that was not the turn I was expecting. No, I wasn't either. Why'd I tab back in right at that? I don't know. Why'd you tab out? Fair. Can I get your headset and PC, bro? Lavanderland win. I would like to do a Power World outfit. If I were to do one, I feel like I can't catch a fish when it lands on the sarcophagus down there. If I were to do one, I mean, Sekhmet would be the easy one to do, because there's already a bunch of Sekhmet outfits, and, like, I could just fit it. But if I were to choose one, ooh, probably just Sekhmet. Starter outfit, that's the only one I know. Thank you, Comey. It did look cool in the water down there, but I think it was blocking me.
Whoops. I thought it disappeared, like, after I throw it away.
No, it stays in the world.
Oh. Whoops.
No, you're fine, you're fine. I hated Lavanders even at the beginning, Lamau. I don't particularly like them. I don't hate them. Here's my biggest gripe with Lavander. Everybody calls me Lavander. Everybody's like, oh, you'd be a Lavander. Oh, I'm naming my Lavander Yulind. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, sure. Hi, Lugs, hi. Bro, I so feel that. Similar situation with my ex. Like being so starstruck from hearing it. Thought for sure he was gonna ask, what a bang. I tab out to slake the thirst. Morning Setman, I think, is the correct choice. That's the other side of parasocial relationship people don't talk about. It can go the other way around sometimes, but holy shit, that is not how should normal people behave. This technically wasn't a parasocial relationship. This was long before I streamed. This was, we were two viewers in a channel. We enjoyed watching the same streamer. We were friends through chat. And this is kind of like, hey, let's be friends outside of this person's streams as well. Morning, Twitch popped up saying, wanna bang? It's offensive, apparently. Hi, Lugs. The segment, the Isu pal? Yes. Yes. But that person is okay? You didn't get involved with that person thereafter? Well, I didn't have much choice. Because it was, you know, I really wanted to watch that streamer. And he was gonna be there. I didn't want to go to the streamer and be like, hey, this guy told me this, ban him. Get rid of his ass. Right? Because one, there's no consequences to me. But for that streamer, it's like, hey, this guy that subs to you, get rid of some of your income. Literally, you know, he's literally subscribed to you and paying you money, but I don't like the things he said, so get rid of him. That's a hard argument to make to a streamer. Also, like, it's he said, she said. I didn't have any proof he said this. He said this over VR chat, like, over mic. I wasn't recording. I didn't have, like, Discord logs to show. And so, it was very much, do I just stop watching this streamer because of him? September came around and he didn't kill himself, so. I think he got on depression medication and mellowed the fuck out. But it was, whew.
It was scary. I can tell.
Well, so here's the bad thing. Like, 5 people did it that year. That was the bad part. Was that I got that from 5 different people. Get on my boat. Get on my boat. Or bring your own.
There we go.
Chewie! Are there any cool pals that isn't I want to fuck this pal? Oh, there's plenty. There's like 250 pals, Techno. Hope this person is okay. It's the pink, isn't it? Rainbow bean, wanna bong. Alright, Chewie's got his own vote. He'll catch up. Wanna bong. Gonna come fish in a moment. Just gonna beat up one more raider group. Okay. Hi, Lugs. Glorpy detected. Glorpy Gorp love. Been on the parasocial level? Yeah. Boatland, wait. What are we waiting for, Global? Yulia's stepping on me. Oh, did I miss it? I did. I started gray screening right then. 5 people told you they were gonna KYS? KMS? Yes. I had somebody tell me they were getting kicked out of their parents' house, and they didn't care, so, you know, if they couldn't live with their parents, they were just gonna die homeless. They weren't going to put effort into living because they didn't care about living. I had that person from the one stream, who after we hung out for a day, I had, an ex who they had a new relationship. When they broke up, he said maybe he should just do that. I had a friend on World of Warcraft who had told me that 2 days before he met me, he had tried to kill himself by overdosing, and his mom found him. And he liked talking to me because it distracted him from stuff like that. And then I had someone be like, hey, I really like talking to you because I tried to KMS like a month ago, and, you know, meeting friends like you has been really good for me. And this was the most fucked up one. And he's like, can I ask you to watch me? Can I ask you to, like, you know, check in on me now and then? Because, you know, having a friend like you just checking in on me like that will really help me. And that one, I get what he was asking, but unfortunately for him, I was like the 5th person of these 5 that had, you know, or he was the 5th person of the 5 that had dealt with me. And I was like, hey man, I literally cannot handle this. I don't know what's going on, but you're the 5th person this year. And like, I almost want to cut you off. Which I feel like is the worst thing I could say to you, but like I'm freaking the fuck out right now. And I didn't cut him off, we still talked, but like he definitely talked less to me. I definitely feel like he was really looking for me to help him. And I basically said, do not talk to me about this again. And I think that kind of hurt him. But I mean, like, that's a big ask, right? That's a huge ask of somebody, and unfortunately, I was really scared of this. Yulia stepping on me. 5 people told you they were gonna themselves in a single year. You transform and vote? That's cool as fuck. What type of vote? What are you talking about, Global? Yeah, it's everything to hear from people you care about. Aggdron is a dragon that has cannons for wings. That's VR chat for you. Thank God I don't play the game. I don't want to meet weird people like that. I have enough issues myself. Most of these were not VR chat. 2 of these were Twitch and bled into VR chat. One of them was my ex. Hi, Sleepy. Oh, is it up? It's up. Hi, Gimme. One of them was an ex I met through... Ragnarok Online 2. One of them was through WoW. Hold on, wait. X? The WoW one. The Twitch chat one in VR chat. The Twitch chat one in VR chat. What was the 5th one? Oh, the last one was just also Twitch chat, VR chat association. So 3 of them had a VR chat association, but were primarily Twitch chat. Of those 5, I still talk to 3 of them. I have not talked to one of them in like 5 years. And I have not talked to one of them in like 2 years. But 3 of them, I have talked to recently. They're not your responsibility, it's okay? They're not. They're not. It's just, it's scary, right? When somebody's like, hey, I need help, and you're like, specifically, I will not help you. It feels like I'm condemning them. I can't load the game properly. I'm starting to think that it might be a good thing. Keep in mind, you guys are hearing one of the worst experiences of VR chat. Overall, I cannot speak highly enough about VR chat. I love this game, guys. He's cool. I think Chill is my favorite pal, but it's close. Why is no one asking how are you doing? A lot of people do. I'm telling the story about the worst part, right? You guys are absolutely getting the worst of the worst. And keep in mind, I haven't had anything that bad since then. I've got a few bad experiences in VR chat, but I mean, for the vast majority of my time on VR chat, it has been pleasant. I love this game. When you stare into the abyss, sometimes the abyss will stare back at you. The universe could speak. She's yelling at you right now. I think we're at like 4 miles. 4.15. Oh my goodness, the deer joined. Ellie, do you have a boat? Yeah, you're right, Yulind. Caitlin Slappy Guh. Oh my god, I hate my tracking so fucking much. Where are we? Is this Tanan Jungle? Tanan Jungle's super quiet and I gotta turn it up. But I don't want to miss time on the Leviathan. Nah, I've never played VR chat. Alright, well, if you're gonna tell jokes, sit on the island. Caitlin Slappiga. I don't want you to suffer on behalf of someone else. Be careful, you might meet people like me. Mother Abyss saying, nah, child at the front door to me. I mean, props to you for setting boundaries, good for you. It felt so bad. It felt so bad. You don't have to worry about, I want to live. I'm just a gooner. Maybe you misheard. She said not, Chud. My fault, bro. It was not you, Gammy. Shut up. Comfy, are you, though? That's just a small portion of bad experience. You can come across bad experiences anywhere. What's your best experience in VR chat that you can tell us? Ooh. I don't know if there's any one experience so much as like the culmination of moments. Like, I started streaming this game 3 years ago. I've been on VR chat for 7 years. And a couple months ago, about 3 months ago, we hit day 1000 of streaming. And like, we got so many raids, we got so many birthday wishes, and I almost cried. And that was a big moment of like, dude, before streaming, I was near nihilistic. Before streaming, I was like very, I don't want to say depressed, but I had a very bleak and bitter outlook on the world. I was very angry about, you know, work life in the United States. I was very frustrated with the rising prices and how it felt like workers' rights and basic human rights were just disappearing. And I got let go from my job. Specifically, my contract ran out and they decided to not renew it. So it wasn't like they fired me. It was just, you know, hey, you worked here for 4 years. We're downscaling. So it's, you know, we're not going to renew. Okay. I looked for a job for a year and everything was like a massive downgrade. And so I was very just like, why is my career regressing instead of progressing? And then I started streaming after a year of job hunting, which, keep that in mind, a year of job hunting. And just right away, it was like, all of my connections that I had made in VR chat the previous 4 years, all of my friend groups, all the communities I in, they all kind of just bled into my stream, and I immediately had like a following. And just, there has been moments where I sit back and I'm like, dude, my life is so good and so happy because of this. That like, it's been amazing. If I were to say any one moment, God, it's so hard to pick them out. There's a lot of moments in game nights that are really fun. There was a time I tomahawked Hobbit in the face, and that was a really good time. No, I've never played VR chat. He's gonna talk about ERP. I was tempted to make the joke. I was very tempted to be like, you know, give that rant about, you know, it's a culmination, and, you know, the day 1000 was so meaningful. If there's any one moment, all right, so I was ERPing with this girl with a fat cock.
Oh my God.
Ellie on stream, let's go.
I'm holding
Lamau,
it.
I got it.
I'm holding it.
Hold it. You know, has never offered me a boat ride. I literally ask every time.
I got one too. I'm holding it. I'm holding it.
Every time someone joins, I'm like, do you need a boat? But Ellie is sitting there with jokes, so I'm making her wait.
Oh no. Oh, okay. I was close.
You've never asked me? You never join! If I haven't asked you, then it's because you never join us when we're in fish. I joined twice yesterday. Yeah, and you have a boat, so I didn't need to, like, worry.
Damn it.
You're good, you're good.
I'm sorry.
This guy
I'll try
wants
to
to be
reel
the
it up.
victim so badly. All right. Let's go pick up Ellie. I was literally talking to you? I don't remember this conversation at all, Ganna. I do not remember you joining and being like, I need a boat, or I'm here. I usually don't see you join, Ellie. Because I have all these... Ellie. I usually don't see you join, Ganna. Because I have all these overlays in front of me. I'm the victim. They sold the pre-release boat. It's still there, though. Why are you so small? Base, good one, Goonlin. You've never asked me. Think we need your friends to speak up. I joined twice yesterday. I was really talking to you. You know what? You're a WoW lover after all. Already my brother in arms, so to speak. Hi. I don't know what mic you're on. You haven't said anything yet. Ganna was here yesterday. Y'all were talking. Not for me. Nar. Hi, hi. Hi, Nomasu. Hi. Sorry for you to leave VR chat. Thank you for fishing, everyone. Question mark, Masu. I'm sorry. I had to buy a boat. VR chat has been the most mild to positive of all my online game experiences. I don't even play other online games anymore. People are fucking insufferable. Hi, Nomasu. Have you thought of FF14 for your walking bots? Shuya. We have every single zone from Final Fantasy XIV. We have every zone, except for the new one that came out a week ago for World of Warcraft. We have every zone from Final Fantasy XIV. We have all of the vanilla zones from Guild Wars 2. I would like to do the expansion zones, but holy fuck, Guild Wars 2 is miserable to record in. We have all of the vanilla zones of Star Wars The Old Republic. We have all of the connecting towns in Black Desert Online. So things like Tooth Fairy Cabin to Grawl, or whatever that elf city is. There's like 20 videos for Blade and Soul. And then we have we've started... No, that was Black Desert Online. We have started Blade and Soul. We have like 5 videos for Blade and Soul. We also started doing Minecraft. I wanted to do every biome. I wanted to do 50 biomes for Minecraft. But I've learned, if it's a crafting survival game and I have to build a path, it takes fucking forever to do a video. So I'm not going to do Minecraft videos anymore unless someone builds the path for me. You're fine, dear. I literally just hopped off. Online all morning, dear friend Ellie. Yulind, hi, dear. Hi. I see. 2,700 luck and no eggs scam stat. Think in the future I will fish the levy. Tell us at about 10% and just stop. You're fine. You're fine. More strength and expertise would make it easier. If I didn't see it on YouTube, I might be blind. Where Winds Meet is another really beautiful game too. I haven't played that game. Here's the thing, Shuya. I want to prioritize games that are easy to record in. Things, because I need 3 things. My dang mic. Oh, are you trying to reset? 1, I need first person mode. 2, I need it to be HUDless. And 3, I need some way to prevent enemies from attacking me. Whether that's, stealth in games or, the enemies don't go near the path. I need some way to just not get my shit kicked in every, 30 seconds. That's the reason I don't record Guild Wars 2 anymore. Is because they just love putting enemies along the path that just fucking kick your teeth in. Plap shape sounds kind of cute. With Where Winds Meet, I don't know if they have a stealth class. I would have to level up in that game and then record, and that's a very big endeavor, whereas there's other games where it's just, oh, this game has stealth. And I could, from the get-go, just start recording, log into a zone, not need to learn the zone. WoW is very easy to record in, because rogues have stealth. Final Fantasy XIV, probably the easiest game to record in, because I have a botanist at 90, and so I just, like, play the crafting class, the gathering class, and walk past everything. Hi, Kyle! Family calls. Looks like fishing will need to... Wait, I'll need to get on earlier next time. Morning, Michelin. I overslept. My dang Mike. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Archangel. Yulind is hella precious. Also, wife snack-shaped. Wife-shaped. Snack-shaped! Man, I want to like BDO, but holy fuck, the launcher is bad, and the story is even worse. I never wanted to like it. My ex dragged me to it. I played it for like 30 minutes. I was like, I'm not feeling this. I don't like it. And then I played it again like a year or two ago, just to level to make walking videos. And, wowie zowie. I thought the story was so awful. Yuli is plop-shaped. Hang on. What was your job back then? What's your education background? Sorry for all the questions, just curious. No, I very much am very open with stuff, and, I'm super down for, like, curiosity and stuff. I, went to school in California, and went to a private Christian school. And this is a very, not prestigious, but a very well-educated school. They would always say an A in public schools is a C at our school. And, you know, while it's very elitist and pompous, I do think it was somewhat correct. I was very prepared when I went to college. I then went to Lindenwood University in Missouri and got a bachelor's degree in environmental biology. Towards the end of that degree, I discovered GIS, Geographic Information Systems, which is basically digital cartography. What is my tracking today, man? Okay, let me fix this. Let me fucking walk around. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think it's fixed now. I discovered GIS at the end of that degree. And I went back to college. I went to community college at Brookhaven in Texas, in Dallas, and got an associate's degree in Geographic Information Systems. And then, after that, I was job hunting for a couple months. I worked at Tech Systems, which is a company that just hires out technical contractors. And they hired me to work on a team of 200 for Verizon, where basically we just validated fiber lines. So Verizon and all of these internet companies, they buy up fiber lines from small companies in like local areas, and they just incorporate that into their network. And so it would be something like some company would be like A&M, and they would sell to Verizon, and they'd give their network that's in like Tucson. And somebody would go in and add the network super fast, but like not be accurate at all. Just spend a day, get it in the system. And then my job would be, you know, make sure the fiber lines in their digital system are accurate to within like centimeters, and have the exact footage of the lines, the exact fiber counts, the conduit that's protecting it, the names of the power poles that it goes through. And so it's very much like I am making sure, centimeter accuracy. It was very much like make sure that this line is accurate to what's there by the as-builts, which are the blueprints. And I did that for 4 years. And I liked the work. The work itself was okay. It very much felt like putting a puzzle together. I hated the office politics. I hated the, like, interacting with coworkers, the, like, fake smiles of people who were then going to complain about you and, say shit like that. I hated, you know, some of the delivery leads, you know, just blatantly asking illegal stuff. There was one time where this guy needed back surgery. One of my coworkers needed back surgery. And they told him to quit. They told him he should quit, and then when he's better, he should you know, apply for the job again, and he'll get it right away. He won't have to, like, go through the application process. They'll just give him the job right away. And that's incredibly illegal. But they kind of held it over him, like, if you don't do this, you know, that might have consequences for your future prospects in this industry. Which was like, hey, I know a lot of people in telecom. You will, sounds like Texas Sims. You will never work in this field again. You'll be lucky to get a job at McDonald's after this, if you use our health insurance. But if you quit and foot the bill yourself, you can just have your job back when you come back, and it'll be hunky-dory. Which is incredibly illegal. But that's the kind of shit that happened. I hate it. It was 2 years in the office, and then 2 years work from home, and it was so much better when it was work from home. It was so much happier. Kyle Hug. I would die for you to walk around Mirror's Edge 2 map. Mirror's Edge 2? That sounds so difficult. Bye-bye, Lugs. Christmas story. My freaking voice indicator disappeared? What are they doing to this goddamn game? Did you turn it off? It's in the settings. Miss Lind, I appreciate your existence. Thank you. Leviathan Run is a really solid one again, like yesterday. Comey Hug, Techno Hug, Wowie Zowie, Bread Shaped, oh boy. Hi Techno, I was saying hi to you before, but not sure if you saw my text. Okay, I'll stop. You're fine. You don't have to stop. I don't even want you to stop. What are your 3 sizes? I don't even know. More marine biology stories. EQ2 has stealth, but also has enemies that can see through stealth. I'm interested in recording in EQ2. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, there's 100 games I want to record in, and I can only choose one at a time. Popcorn. Seeing 4 people getting a tear feels awesome, lol. Somebody bent the femboy like a glow stick. Sounds prestigious, damn. I still think it's wild. I went to that same college. Good. Did he give the satisfying snap of the glass capsule breaking? What the fuck? It is Nomasu. Did I mention I also worked for Tech Systems as a contractor? Yes, I think you did. And seeing Yulind next to those giant orcs. Hang on. I lived in Tucson for a minute. It was fucking miserable. In the Verizon system, I am the one who did all of Tucson. Normally you have like a little project in an area and you have to coordinate with the other people working around you. But they just gave me all of Tucson and I worked on it for a month or 2. Centimeter accuracy. Mean metric system is the best system. We are the family. I worked with a lot of very smart people in the office. Party Kirby. Sounds like Tech Systems. Sometimes the work itself is not hard and could be interesting, but the people around it, bro, kill me. People just ruin all good vibes. Dude, basically. Hi, Core! Are you saying that some couples aren't functional when they're apart, Yulind? I'll have you know, Cassie is doing fine. I wasn't worried about Cassie. That's why I had no pity on them when it came to negotiations for my contracts. Spy drone, high core. Preemptive bunny news, that's concerning. I'll have to look at the settings. It did reset my nameplates too. Did that job pay well? It paid $20 an hour when I started. Hi, Clem. And after 6 months, I was bumped up to $26 an hour. So that was more than enough for what I needed. That was a little tight for living in the area for a normal person. I'm not a normal person. And so it was more than enough money for me. I need water. Good to know. You can call her a nerd for me, please. Pretty sure I was long gone by the time fiber came around. Forget who my internet was. Anytime I'm in a Leviathan, I always feel like I'm an attacker since I skip the regular fish and just go for the Leviathan loot pool. I just want its badges most of the time. Hello, wow. Hello, how goes you? Hi, Clem. Hi, it's good. We're at 5 miles. So we're gonna go to Spacefish. I very much want to play Mecha Chameleon. Like I said, Cassie is doing fine. Oh no. That means Core is struggling. Alright, we'll hang out a little bit. but just a little bit. Move over here. Actually, you know what? I don't need to change my trackers. I'm not gonna sit down. Where's all my windows? Where am I? Where am I? We're here? 5 miles. Immediately end stream. Look, it's Mecha Chameleon. I love Mecha Chameleon so much. I miss her. I know, Core. I know. Why you dunk on Poppy? She did nothing. But I'm sure you did a great job on Fibers. So it was a total team of 200. They were divided into sub-teams of like 10. On my team of 10, I did 30% of the work. So it was another guy. His name was Chad, of all things, now I think about it. The 2 of us were doing 70% of the work, and the other 8 were doing 30%. So I got to watch streams while I was at work, and it was kind of fucking nice. You have great aim. You can easily hit her. What do you mean by not normal? You need to eat or something, Lamau? I'm a very weird person. I'm a hermit. I hate leaving the house. And so when I lived, this was in Dallas, Texas. Technically Irving, Texas. I didn't own a car. I just stayed in my apartment. I walked across the street to work. I came home, and when I needed groceries, I ordered Tom Thumb because they had a great delivery plan. When it became work from home, I literally just didn't leave the house. Like, I would be in the apartment, and not leave for like a week straight. I'd open the door to get groceries, and then other than that, the front door just didn't open for a week. And everybody's sitting there in COVID, like, struggling, and I'm sitting there just like, oh man, this fucking kicks ass, dude. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go outside. This is fucking awesome. Like, I was just having a grand time. I live very cheaply. I've got my games I play. I have a pretty nice computer and VR. But other than that, those are kind of one-time expenses, and I don't really spend that much money aside from those. And so it was, I'm a very weird person compared to most people, I think. Hold on, even 5 miles immediately in stream, so you have plans today? Yes, Mecha Chameleon with Spacefish Community Day. Is that why you're instantly ending stream? Yes. Oh, Spacefish Day. Hi, Ellie. I can't come to the Yulind. My trackers are too unstable and there's too many reflective surfaces. I'll catch you again. I'll catch you another time, Ellie. Good job on the walkies today. Hi, Jan. The Mecha likes Mecha. Big surprise. Hi, Global. Good job today, Yulind. Thank you. Outside scary. There are people there. I had so much gooning done during lockdown. Oh, should I supply? Core, if you have Mecha Chameleon, I would absolutely love for you to come play with us. It is an open lobby / whitelist. I think it's open to most people. Let me see if she just has it pinned. It's community night. Come join. Oh, it's just open. It's just open lobby. Okay. This is easily my favorite friend slot. And so they're playing it right now. Do I have anything else I really want to talk about? I think I went through all my notes. Maybe I didn't actually. I have a lot of notes. Power World, I don't want to go into the Power World thing. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. Game night. We played a game called Espionage. I meant to talk about that. I'll talk about it more tomorrow. Let's see what notes I didn't go over. Oh, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. No. Well, it's because he loves to promote this game. You guys got me monologuing on World of Warcraft. That's what it is. I didn't go over any of my notes because we were talking about WoW the whole time. You guys got me monologuing, you sly dogs. All right, Yulind. Yes, Ganna. Worth it? $450 consecutive streams. Hot damn. That is crazy. we are going to, we're gonna go do Mecha Chameleon. So I'm going to start a raid. Can somebody give me the socials? Yulind, yes, Core. Thanks for the stream. I want to get that number someday. Bring Cassie back. No. She's being very productive, Core. Thank you, Wrath. And she will be back soon, Core. She will be back very, very soon. Raid. Spacefish. Oh man, I wish we didn't have Ellie here this one day where I have to end early. I wish I had like a bunch of time for you later on. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. I had a lot of fun. We did 5 miles. We're gonna go do Spacefish's Community Day. She's playing Mecha Chameleon. I'm going to be there with her. If you want to see me draw stupid shit like barrels, cakes, and octopi, stick around. That being said, I love you. Bye. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Stop moving. Stop moving. Mwah. Okay. I wanted them to watch. Okay. I think the raid went through. Yep. I hit